She got the bing bings put on her. Anyway, man. Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. How's everybody doing out there? Get the camera rolling and make sure the phone is on. Let's sit here and have a conversation. Hopefully everybody had a good day. I know I did, man. So let's see what's going on here. Scroll down. All right. 11 people, man. All right. Let me reset this real quick. Anyway, let me make sure the phone is on. Okay. 929-839-0679. Let's get the conversation going. So, Hannah Gabriels has been making some noise out here. And he got Claressa with the Gwoat merch. He got her doing lives and showing that Papu was with her. What's up, All Natural? What's up, Nadia? You know what I'm saying? You got all kind of stuff going on out here. But I'm going to tell you, man, when Hannah Gabriels talking about she wants to rematch Claressa. What's up, Queen? You know, she wants to rematch Claressa. I see that some people, man, have like mixed opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I think Hannah should get the opportunity. You know, I'm going to be real with you. I think she should. But the bottom line is, no one really knows what's going on with Big Gwoat and these upcoming fights. K. Scott, that's a done deal. Who knows what the future holds? But for Hannah Gabriels, do y'all really want to see Hannah Gabriels get in that ring and mix it up with Big Gwoat? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my question. Also, has anyone changed their opinion about buying some of that Big Gwoat merchandise? You know what I'm saying? That's still something that's sitting here, got my head spinning. Says, yes, there's hope. Man, this damn thing here. Hold on a second. But the phone line is open, 929-839-0679. What's up, Blue Jay? I think she should. Yeah, I think so. Now, I don't know if you guys can see my screen or not, but on my side, you know, my internet trips from time to time. So I'm just trying to see what's going on. But I did have somebody hit me up and say there is a chance of, at least on Hannah's end, for that fight happening. But there was a big back and forth that took place on social media, man, between Hannah, Franchon, the voodoo doll. The doll is crazy. Between Hannah, Franchon, and then, you know, Claressa doesn't really mention Hannah's name, but there's a whole bunch of shit going on out there. So my thing is, if Hannah and Claressa don't fight, why don't Franchon and Hannah fight? Franchon came out here and was talking trash, saying that, you know, Hannah avoided her. It was a big bunch of shit going on. Says, I want to see Hannah and Claressa. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Hannah Gabriels is like the people's champion right now. You see, the thing that keeps coming up, what's up, Mayshaw, is the fail test. But all that's been cleared up. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not somebody who's going off of word of mouth. I read through all the documents. You know what I'm saying? So I 100% believe that Hannah Gabriels is innocent. And I'm going to say this, the fact that Claressa Shields continues to bring it up and say that, you know, hey, she failed, she's dirty, she's a liar. Okay, well, Claressa Shields, she popped dirty for smoking weed. But all of a sudden for Claressa, how is it okay? This is my thing. How is it okay for Claressa and for her fans and for her to be like, okay, there was a corrupted sample that was taken from Claressa. You know what I'm saying? How come it's okay for Claressa to test positive for weed, right? Now, you can't make me believe that you weren't around somebody smoking weed or you were doing it, but you had to be somewhere in the vicinity of that shit. Now, with Hannah stuff, that's different. She actually disclosed everything before she even had the blood work done. She let them know everything beforehand. I got all the paperwork. What it was, they even said for the metabolite that she tested positive for has nothing to do with PEDs. It's the type of substance that's used when it comes to after animals or different things that have been injured for helping to heal wounds. So everything was cleared. So if you ask me, and I'm not being biased, I tend to believe Hannah Gabriels way more than I tend to believe Claressa Shields' story. You understand? Hannah's story has not changed. Now for Big Gwoat, you know, she is stuck to her story about, I never smoked, I've never done anything. But she also told me she doesn't smoke, period, but she smokes. Claressa smokes. She be on that hookah. And who knows what else, but I just know she smokes the hookah because I've seen it. She told me she don't drink alcohol. And she drinks alcohol. When she told me she doesn't drink alcohol, there were videos surfacing of her drinking, what's that called? Mimosas and shit. But since then, she been out here, man, very openly tapping the bottle and twisting the cap. So if you ask me who I believe, I tend to believe Hannah Gabriels, and I tend to believe Claressa just keep putting duck sauce on the fried rice, and she just doesn't want to fight her. You know what I'm saying? That's just really how I feel. Since I love Franchon, but I think Hannah would win that because Hannah put more hands on Claressa than Franchon did. I'm gonna tell you right now. I agree with you, Hood. I believe Hannah. Yeah, I believe her. And so when y'all call, right, if for some reason the calls will come in sometimes after you call, but don't get discouraged. I see the missed calls, and I am calling you back, okay? I am calling you back, all right? So here we go. But let me tell you, Franchon, I love Franchon, but...
Hello?
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, hey, Hood.
What's up?
Okay, so I tend to believe Miss Gabriels as well. I was watching something on YouTube, and there's paperwork and everything for her actions and everything that played out. Plus, we all know that Claressa be lying. I really want to see. I don't really care about the Franchon and the Hannah Gabriels fight. I would prefer the Claressa and Hannah because you've seen that last fight, like. I really didn't think that Claressa won like that. And maybe I'm biased. I could be biased. But I just feel like she did better than Franchon did in that fight, period.
Yeah, she did a lot better. But we know there was a lot going on with Franchon. But the bottom line is, what Hannah did...
Franchon was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to discredit that.
Right,
you know?
Right. But as far as the performance, whether hurt or not, you're right. Hannah did do a much better job. But this is the thing, right? Because everyone knows I got a good relationship with Hannah. But, I'm fair. Hannah's been out. She's been out the sport, away from the sport for a while. She's had a couple of fights. Some people saying, hey, she's been out pricing herself, etc. Right? I don't know what all has gone. Well, I do know some, but I don't know if I say she's outpriced herself. I think some people are out here trying to get her at a discounted price, at a wholesale price, and that's not fair. Okay, so I'm not going to say she's outpriced herself. But what I will say is she's been out the ring for a while. And normally I would say, hey, for her to come back and fight one of these women, that's probably not going to be a good thing. But then you look at Claressa's performances. Claressa is a machine in there, but she's not the same Claressa that fought Hannah and was performing at an optimal level back then. Claressa has slowed down a bit. She's become a bit more sloppy. You know what I'm saying?
She has become a bit more sloppier, and I have to give credit to Miss Gabriels as well because she was not. I don't think that she was as experienced as she's been working on to this point. I think that she thought that she was going to. I don't think that she thought she was going to do as well as she did, and she did that. And so I understand them holding her back from fighting, and I understand her age. But I mean, come on, look who Claressa's fighting now. Like, is this really a competition? Because for me, it's kind of a joke, and I wouldn't even pay to see it. Like, I would not pay to see this Claressa fight that's coming up. I would prefer to watch it on YouTube.
Oh, with her and K. Scott?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm a boxing junkie, so I can watch damn near anything. But I understand what you're saying because Claressa fighting K. Scott, I don't want to hear about. And it's no disrespect to K. Scott because I respect her. But it's just, let's just be real here, man. Her at 160, her being 42, although she's a unified champion, 7 fights, no knockouts. No, there's just no real intrigue to that fight except, what if the stars just line up and she lands a shot from the gods.
It's a shot of luck.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, it's a shot of luck.
Yeah.
And for me, I know that, like, I watch boxing for real. She had a head injury not too long ago. And
Yeah.
so I just, for me, I just feel like this is I truly believe that she's picking and choosing, and she's not picking the strongest competitors. So for you to call yourself the Gwoat, like I said, when people are the greatest, they fight the greatest. They go against the greatest, and so you cannot call yourself the greatest if you are downplaying like your opponent. You're picking the lesser opponent. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. You're going after the low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all it is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when you think anyone other than K. Scott, you'd prefer to see that, especially Hannah. The storyline's there, the history's there, the animosity's there, the dislikes there. Everything is there to make that fight. I don't want to hear nothing about Hannah's damaged goods. She's expired.
No, me neither.
She's
Me neither.
old. Okay, she's old. Okay, so what's K. Scott? You know what I mean?
Right. And so this is the thing for me, is that Claressa said that about other opponents of the age thing, and we obviously know that that's not really a factor, because look who she's fighting. So now what is your excuse? Even now, like, the way that she's dropping weight, I would love to see her with the Alicia Baumgart. Like, since you're dropping that low, let's get with it. You say that you're the greatest. You always talk about this lady. Let's see it in the ring. You're willing to drop down, so why can't we see that come? You know what I mean? Quit fighting opponents that by luck they may win. I don't like that, because that doesn't make you the greatest to me.
No, it doesn't. They know what they're doing, man. K. Scott and Claressa have spent a lot of time together sparring. They know each other. Claressa knows what she can and can't do. Claressa, when she fought Franchon, she knew what Franchon couldn't do. Lanai Daniels, she was familiar with her. With Daniel Perkins, she was familiar with her.
Yeah, she knew Lonnie. She knew all the opponents. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't ever want to hear nobody. I wish people would quit screaming the Gwoat, because you're not the greatest of all time if you don't fight the greatest of all times. You're not that.
Right.
You're not that. And listen, I'm not taking away from Claressa neither. Guess what? I don't know none of these people personally. Okay. So I don't have no beef, because I don't have no problems with you personally. But as far as boxing goes, because I love boxing, I just think that she's taking the weaker opponents. And I think that this whole thing, the Zeus thing, all of this is clown to me, because when you are as great as Claressa has been in her past, you don't do things like this. You don't depend on the baddies. Excuse me? Let me tell you something. At 44 years old, I'm not watching the baddies. So I won't even watch the fights before Claressa. But like I said, I wouldn't even pay to watch Claressa at this point, because I think that they're picking and choosing. Yeah.
Right.
And I just think that makes her a weak opponent. I watched the Hannah Gabriels. I can't remember. I wish I could remember. I wanted to tell you yesterday, because I seen the interview with her on another YouTuber's channel, and she wants to smoke.
Right. She's been saying that. She's been on we've interviewed about 5 times on my channel.
Okay.
She and I, we kind of cool. Well, we more than cool, but I know a lot of things people don't know. But what I'll tell you is, she's been wanting to fight Claressa, for the longest. We've been talking about it here, for over a year. And her story hasn't changed. If anything, I think her aggressiveness towards Claressa has intensified.
It definitely intensified.
Oh, it's intensified.
The way she was speaking yesterday, I gagged. I kid you not, I gagged, because she's really putting it out there that stop picking these people when there are opponents that you can really fight. And guess what? That would be a fight that we would pay for.
Yeah, I do believe, and we talked about that, I do believe 100% that people would pay to see that fight, and they would get behind it. Like, it would be it would be easy. You don't even have to sell that. All she has to do is announce big Gwoat against Hannah Gabriels 2. The whole boxing world is gonna go crazy. Everybody goes crazy. Yep.
Can I ask you one thing, Hood?
Yeah.
Why is she on the internet selling voodoo dolls? I had to get that out. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Well,
why is she selling voodoo dolls through her Cash App?
You know what, man? That was we were talking about it last night. That's some kind of knee-jerkish, come to the barbershop, bootleg CD, DVD type shit she was doing.
It's not an $8 million move, right?
No, hell no. That makes no sense. If she had a quality product and it was like, okay, I only have so many of these. Then I could understand, okay, there's a demand for what she has. She has an account created just for to do business transaction like this, not her personal stuff. Then it's
Right.
like, all right, she only has 50 of everything. Go ahead but it got to be structured. It wasn't even structured and organized. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's like, oh yeah, you could just hit my cash app or hit something and I'll get back to you. And I just said, Lord,
Uh,
this is an $8 million woman,
yeah, it doesn't
and
make
even
sense.
even the fact that she is promoting the fight as if she's the new fighter. I've never seen an OG fighter promote their own fights like that. I've never. We see the press conference, we're all gagged, we're ready to see it all. Not we seen Claressa's press conference. We were not impressed. And so she knew that we weren't impressed. So now you're coming with a water bottle that my 5-year-old can make. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
need
yeah.
some of this stuff to make sense to me because she was always talking about we just jealous, we just poor, we just this and that and the other. Some of us are just regular and we have careers. We don't care about being millionaires because we serve God and we serve a different service. This is your thing, girl. So it's cool, but for you to say that you're all these things and then you have a cash app with a voodoo doll, I'm very confused.
Well, I'll tell you this. It could have been the Clarissa Shield, the Big Gwoat doll, and the Papoose doll, his and hers. You know, what would y'all have said then if they had the Papoose doll there too? You know what I'm saying? You know,
I would have got that thing just like if to be petty, I would buy hers and burn it because it's a voodoo doll. So I don't play those games. But listen, what I also want to know is how is she losing that weight that fast? I know that I've done intensive workout just because sometimes I'm a health freak in my life. It depends on the season. I've lost 12 pounds in, I don't know, 2 weeks, but I'm trying to figure out how she's very thin looking right now. And I'm just very confused on how does she do that fast?
well,
Because she's always talking about Ozempic and this, that, and the other. You know about these products, and you talk about it more than the people that do it.
right,
So
right.
I need some of these things to make sense to me.
Well, I'll tell you this. Clarissa, she messed around and told on herself during an interview. I forgot the name of the show. We talked about it, but she said that she had started training camp like 12 weeks ago or something.
I
Something
heard
like
that,
that.
but I watched her
Yeah.
eat breakfast and
Right.
eat all types of stuff. So
Right.
I heard that.
Right.
I think I was in the clouds because I be in your clouds a lot. I love watching you, so I be in your clouds a lot. But I heard her say that, but I also seen her throw shove food in
Yeah.
her mouth that I know is not part of a
Right.
diet
Right.
of somebody who's training.
Right. But still, she said she started a while ago, then she tried to correct it. What I think is she was working out. She was still
Okay.
kind of eating, on occasion, kind of maybe those were cheat days. You know what I mean? I used to, I'm like a lot of y'all, man. I still work out, but I used to be a monster, and I know about having your cheat day and shit like that. So maybe she was working out and went to Aruba. It's like, okay, we're just going to enjoy ourselves here and then come back. So she probably had already dropped. She said she had already dropped like 10 pounds. So I caught when she said that. I was like, she already been working out. Then when she did that interview and she slipped up and said she had been working out for like the last 12, whatever she said, like 12 weeks. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
so
she said 12 weeks or something
yeah,
like
I'm
that.
like, oh,
Yeah.
she already went and cut weight down to a certain point. Now she has 12 weeks now dedicated to training camp. So she went through a fat girl camp and now she's locked in. So yeah, that's how she's able to lose that weight. I don't think she's on Ozempic at all.
Okay.
I do know Clarissa has dropped 30 pounds in a month before. I do know that when
Okay.
it cutting a lot of that shit she's losing is going to be water weight and fat. So I don't think she'd be on any kind of drugs. If so, I mean nothing would shock me. But I
No,
know.
and I don't want to put that on that lady. Like, I'm a fair person, so
Yeah,
I see
I
both
just
sides of stories. And so, no, I don't
yeah.
want to put it on her. I
She,
just was kind of
yeah.
confused because she's very thin right now. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
what?
it happens. I mean, you said you used to work out a lot. You working out, running, jogging, exercising, dieting, and you may be 200 pounds next week, 198. And then one day you stop checking your weight, get on the scale. Now you 185. You're like, holy shit.
No,
That,
you're absolutely right. I am 6'2", and I've been at 200, and then all of a sudden I'm running. I'm running consistently. I'm in the gym consistently, and I've dropped. And I'm like 170. I'm like, what, girl? How you do that? But I seen one of the workouts that she was doing. She was on the porch. It wasn't really a workout, but I seen that she had like sweat clothes on. And so we know that water weight is going when you do that with those sweat clothes on. So, like I said, I'm not trying to put that on her. I was just like,
yeah, no, we're just having a conversation. I understand. We're just having a conversation, you know. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because I'm not a judgmental person. Am I a fan of Claressa? I'm a fan of her boxing. I'm not a fan of her character. Period. That's the most honest I can be about it. What do you think about her power, though? Now that she's dropped that like that, what do you think about her power coming in this fight?
Yeah, I think she's gonna have less power. You know, I mean,
Me too.
Yeah, she's not gonna be stronger. She's cutting out carbs. She's cutting out a lot of things. She's dropping in weight. She'll probably be now. I don't know about her nutritionist. I don't know about a dietitian. I don't know if they're paying for that. But if she has, if she has the right dietitian, the right nutritionist with the proper supplementation plan, she can put on functional mass, although she's coming down in weight, maintain her power that she had at 175 plus, and have the speed of a 160 pounder. You see, that's functional mass. You watch NBA.
Yeah, functional mass.
Yeah, you watch.
I'm a nutritionist. That's what I do. So yeah.
Oh, okay. You're a nutritionist. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's functional. It's functional mass. And so I was just curious because, like I said, I don't know her dietitianist. I don't know what's going on with her and her, whatever supplements and everything that she needs to be powerful still. However, I just was wondering, what did you think about? Did you think that she was going to be as powerful in this fight coming?
No, I don't think so. Maybe the first 4 rounds, she probably still has some explosiveness, but I think the power is not going to be the same that what she had at heavyweight because she's depleting herself of carbohydrates and everything else. How you gonna come? It just doesn't make sense.
Right. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from, and so that's what I was curious of. Is did you think that she was going to be as powerful? And we have to remember, I will give her 6 rounds, because I will give her 6 rounds of power, but I don't see anything after 6 rounds.
Right. Yeah. It's either with her supplementation.
And the reason why I say 6 rounds because it's only 2-minute rounds.
Yeah. Right. No, I'm tracking. It depends on the supplementation. Maybe she's taking the right things. That's going to make sure that she can push 2-minute, 12. It'd be 12 2-minute rounds and get in there and do the business, man. But if not, it's because of, I think, the weight cut. She develops dead leg. And all of a sudden, she's not as agile and mobile as we're used to seeing. And now Kay Scott, if she survives, she has an opportunity of a lifetime to scalp the Gwoat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she does. And that's what I was thinking. So it starts to make me think that this is like a play, if that makes any sense to you, because anybody in the boxing world knows that when you drop a certain amount of weight, your power can lessen and give Kate the opportunity to because she didn't have to drop anything,
Yeah, 100%. Kate Scott is fighting at her normal weight, and she's already in great shape. She doesn't have power. She don't have any knockouts, but the thing is, you don't have to have a lot of power. If you're in there with somebody and they get tired, they're at a disadvantage. That's the worst thing to happen is to get tired in that ring. To get tired in that ring. I'm telling you, I used to box too. You get tired in there with somebody who got that expanded gas tank, your ass is in trouble.
That's what I thought. I don't care what nobody says because I'm a nutritionist. I know there will be a point where the fatigue will kick in. It will kick in. And so it just kind of makes it look like a play to me. Like I'm not sure. I don't think that Kate Scott will win, but if it's a play, she definitely will get a lucky opportunity.
No, I agree. She'll have an opportunity of a lifetime. She just got to be ready to capitalize.
And she's from Australia. Like, I'm not downplaying UK at all because she did amateur for a long time. So I look at her pro record. Yeah, it's looking crazy, but I also look at her amateur record. Okay. And so she's not just a push around, but I also remembered that the fight that she won, like she had to fight again. And so I'm just kind of confused on why is this a component, a contender for her. I'm confused.
Yeah. It's because she fights on Demetrius Salita, and he's putting Claressa in there with somebody. So they keep the money in-house. It's for titles. I do believe Claressa is coming down so they can open up.
Why isn't Salita even promoting this? Like, he's not doing it.
hold
He's
on,
not doing it.
hold on. Demetrius Salita, with Claressa coming down, I think it opens up the heavyweight division so that the girls from Baddies, some of them may have an opportunity to train and become pro. And whether they go pro or not, they'll be on the Zeus Network fighting. So, but I think they're opening up some slots to see if some of those girls from Baddies really have what it takes to take boxing serious and maybe come over to boxing. Now, as far as the promotion,
that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. These girls get drunk in fights.
But listen, you gotta look at the play here, man. With what they're doing, and talking about the long-term deal between Win Records and Demetrius Salita now, and also working with Zeus. But I think they're gonna take most of their fighters who have large profiles and just have them fight in the Zeus Network. But those who want to maybe take it a bit more serious, they could pull one or two over and say, hey, there's not really any competition here in the heavyweight division. You women can already fight. A lot of them were athletes. Get yourself in shape and let's see how it goes. I mean,
we can trade you in your ways. I got you.
But Demetrius Salita and the promoting the fight, they haven't promoted Claressa Shields for Franchon, really. You know, they're letting the internet do it for the most part. They're letting the content creators do it. You know what I'm saying? They're cutting costs.
Because they don't do that in mid boxing. They don't.
No, they push it, they promote it, but I think these guys are figuring out a way to cut expenses. But I'll tell you what, nobody talking about the men the way everyone's talking about Claressa. The whole world talking about Claressa. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And everyone I talk about her every night. And
you do.
Yeah, but you know, that's been going on for a year. And I will say, hey, but I do my shit on the men too still, but I'm like, 15 August, Big Gwoat fighting. And so that's promotion. You know what I'm saying? And
what do you think about this Rolly fight?
Rolly and Tio, I think Rolly knocks Tio out if Tio engages, but if Tio tries to move and box, I don't think he lets his hands go enough, and Rolly beats him.
No, for real, I think that Rolly outboxes him. Okay, that was just my thing, but okay. Well, I just want to know your opinion on some of those things, and I kind of just want to shoot some of that stuff out because I missed your live yesterday, and I love your channel. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it, man. You know, and I'm glad you called in.
Yeah, you have a beautiful day, and everybody in the chat have a beautiful day.
All right, you do the same, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
bye.
Yep. So 929-839-0679, man. Y'all go ahead and call in. Let me make sure I'm not miss anybody who called in. I don't miss your call. All right, but yeah, this bobblehead thing that Claressa has going on, like, well, it's not a bobblehead, I guess, but I'm just trying to understand between the merchandise, the K. Scott fight, Hannah Gabriels putting pressure on her. It's like, what is Big Gwoat and her team gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, they gotta figure this out. Like, they really gotta figure out, what they're gonna do here with Claressa Shields. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is just my opinion. I think Claressa needs a big opponent. And I do. Lauren Price, she can fight. She's a gold medalist at 147. That ain't the fight. Somebody was mentioning fight Franchon again. Let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all rather see Franchon fight Claressa again over Claressa fighting Hannah Gabriels in a rematch? Like, is that the point we've reached? And I like Franchon, but is that what y'all really want to see? Franchon and Claressa again? I was one of the few who was saying Franchon and Claressa, that second pro fight. They've had 3 as an amateurs. That was the second one, right? As a pro. That's so 5 total. I was the one of the few saying Franchon can really fight. It's going to be competitive. Most people saying, now this is crazy. Why is she fighting her? She already knows her. They're friends. It's not going to be a real fight. So to hear some people now saying Franchon and Claressa should have their 6th fight. It'll be 3 as amateurs, 3 as a pro. I'm like, boy, sometimes the fans, boy, it's just hard. It's hard to satisfy y'all. It's G Unit. Zeus is in the gym with Dean and Adrian. Wonder if they're going to be added to the undercard. They may be. It's G Unit. I know Adrian Broner's training for a fight, so you just never know. Says that looks like a Lalapusi mini dog. Yeah, the mini dog that are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hannah deserves a rematch. But yeah, that's my question. And look, 929-839-0679. Matter of fact, you never know what's going to happen when it comes to Adrian Broner Claressa Shields. And I'm going to tell you, somebody was mentioning, hey, Hannah Gabriels may not want to attach herself to Claressa Shields because in Clarissa's next event, even with Lauren Price, they expect Zeus to be involved. They expect, for win records, Dimitri Salita to still do something with Zeus. Let me tell y'all something, man. Although people don't like Claressa Shields, if her and her team approach somebody to make a fight, more than likely people are going to take the fight. And if they want to have this Zeus baddies, this entertainment piece on the undercard, people are just going to have to accept that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being honest with you. But somebody's like, would Hannah want to be attached to this whole Claressa Shields, Zeus Network baddies thing, Dimitri Salita win records? I don't think Hannah cares. I'm being honest with you. And I think Hannah just wants to fight Claressa. And I know it's personal. You just try to imagine having your livelihood taken from you. And I know some people feel that, well, it's Hannah's fault, right? Others don't agree with that. But when you have a family and you have children, and now you can't really do for your child the things you want, you can't set up their future the way you want, and you got a person out here who keeps trumpeting and parroting that you're a cheat and you're this when it's not true, that right there would make a person want to put their hands on you. And that's why I think they should make this fight. And I think Hannah should keep making noise because, look, everyone's talking about it again. I've been talking about it, but everyone's talking about it again. So it's getting some momentum. And you just never know what's going to happen. But the thing is, for Hannah, whatever they offer her, she may just have to take it. She can't, if you want to fight and whatever they throw at you, that's where they're going to get, that's where it's going to get complicated. They're going to try to lowball her. I'm telling you right now, that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to lowball Hannah. That ain't going to be no 50-50. You already know Big Gwoat. Man, please. All my 19 world titles. She already talking about she got 21. I heard it the other day. I'll have 21 world titles because she knows she picks up 2 more from K. Scott. But Hannah Gabriel, that's where it may break down, in my opinion, is the negotiations. Hannah ain't going for no damn 80-20 split. But Claressa and them may try to squeeze her. A 90-10 split, 80-20. Or I'll give you a flat fee of something crazy. That's where it's going to break down. Go ahead, caller. Hello.
Yeah, what's up,
I'm good.
Hey, man, I think Hannah Gabriel will fight her for free. That's how bad she wanted her. That's how bad she wanted her.
I agree with you. I know she wants to fight her that bad, but she ain't gonna fight her for free because she still wants to make some money. But what do you? No, she's passionate.
That's how bad she wants to fight her.
Right. What do you think is a fair split if they were to fight? What do you think is a fair split? Because you gotta give Claressa credit for all of what she's done.
I think you gotta at least give her $1.5 million at least. I mean, these girls, like fighters like what's her name? Amanda Serrano.
Yeah.
She's making $9 million a fight.
Well, she made $9 million against Katie Taylor, but
But I don't think Salito and them got money like that.
No, but nobody's doing that. You gotta look at Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano in that third fight. They built up to it. You got the whole island of Puerto Rico, United States, the whole country of Ireland coming together, the whole world watching those women. They built up to those $9 million paydays. Ain't nobody out here making that kind of money, you know what I'm saying?
No, the Salito can't come nowhere near that.
No, Salita can't. No, he can't. No.
That's why I said at least $1.5 million.
They ain't even coming up with no million. I don't even think Claressa making $1.5 million for no fight.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
And I'm being real. I think Claressa makes maybe $1 million, maybe $1 million a fight.
She got to fight 4 fights to make $8 million. And then all those people's hands is in that pot. How much you think she really gonna get after everybody get their cut?
Right. Yeah. That taxes, everybody gets paid. I think maybe she walk away with maybe $300,000-400,000. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me doing rough math. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't really know what all she's making. She says these things, but I find it hard to believe. I do know for a fact what Amanda's making. Yeah, what Amanda's making and Katie Taylor. Yeah, they're the They're the standard, and everybody's working to get there. But I don't think any of these women out here making anything like over $1 million.
Started with MVP, man. She just will never, ever, ever admit it.
What's that? That she should have signed with MVP?
Yeah, she
Oh yeah,
next start signing with them.
Yeah.
But you know she'll never admit it.
Right.
It's
No,
killing her, man.
she won't admit it because she gotta look. She's team win, team Papoose, team Demetrius Salita. She gotta keep rolling with her story. That the 8 million.
He's the one that talked her out of it. He's the one that talked her out of it.
But she gotta stick to her story. The 3 million signing bonus, 8 million across, 4 fights, and then with every fight. But hold on, let me finish. But with every fight, she said she could be making way more than 2 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she's saying. So I don't know what it is, but I don't think she's making that kind of money.
And the thing you were saying about Zeus yesterday when you said Zeus is going to build their little roster up and then slide her on out, I said that. I said it, and you took the words out my mouth. They're going to build it up, and then they're going to kick her to the curb. And you was right. They're going to have it on their own network.
Yeah, somebody else was saying that, and I said I could see something like that happening. It's interesting because if in fact it proves that Claressa is not a sale like maybe they were hoping, and they bring on these women from a different element, that baddies world, that social media world, and they have these huge profiles that Claressa doesn't have, and they could have them come out here and lead main events and do pay-per-views and make money. Of course, their attention is going to shift towards your moneymaker, your golden goose. Claressa would have proved.
And you said another key thing. They got a lot of followers. They got way more followers than she got.
Right. That's why we've been talking about that. They're pro. It's all about your profile. If you don't have a large profile, you can't expect a lot of people to put you to show up to your events and buy pay-per-view. And that's why I said the attention would naturally shift. It would shift for me too. You know what I'm saying? If I can make the most money here, like I still talk my boxing talk, but my focus has shifted really to putting a bit more attention on Claressa Shields because the money is there. I still talk
right now that's where the money is.
Yeah, it's just like, to me, I keep joking. Everybody has heard me say this. Claressa is like the Gwoat coin. You missed the Bitcoin run, well, get in on the Gwoat coin run. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the content creators are doing. But for these promoters, maybe they felt that Claressa, the Gwoat coin is where it's at. But if it proves that, hey,
she's calling all the YouTubers broke, she's making them rich. What the heck is she talking about?
But if she proves that she's not a moneymaker for promoters, they're gonna go to where they can make the money, and that's just how it is, man.
And that's another thing, man. I don't see nobody really trying to fight with that baddie stuff, man, because that's a mockery of the sport, man. She's gonna go down in history for this crap. She's gonna go down in history for this.
Who? Oh, Claressa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when she looks back at this 5 years from, I won't even say 10, 20. I'll say 5. She's gonna be like, nah, I went about it the wrong way, because she's taken, and this is my opinion. Look, her story isn't written yet. It's still being written. It's not over. I just think she threw away her brand, her legacy, her reputation. She still feels that, hey, no, the gold medals, the titles, that's there. Nobody can take that from me. True, but his shit's being overshadowed by all the negativity, So
nobody thinking about none of that no more. None of that.
No, the ship sailed. So now you got Hannah Gabriels here, and this is another issue where people are going to look at her and say, why won't you rematch her? We know y'all have tried. She did try to rematch her a couple of times. A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah,
but
she's scared.
But she tried, and then there was some, breakdowns in negotiation. So Claressa hit Hannah up a couple of times to make the rematch. Something that there was an issue about the weight. She wanted her to come up to heavyweight, and Hannah is just damn near impossible.
I did hear that. She didn't want to come down to a reasonable weight.
Yeah, it's damn near impossible for Hannah to get up there like that.
She's going to use that for an excuse not to fight her. She acting like she want to fight her, but she really don't. Because if you was a Gwoat, you would drop that weight to fight her, just like you're doing for this lady. What's the difference?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Behind the scenes, that's why we speculate, we make assumptions, we make predictions. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why would she suddenly decide to just drop all that weight and go down to 160? There's a reason.
She got an easy win, and I'm telling you what, she is not training like she did for any other fight. She's not really even training.
You don't think
still
she's
eating like she eat? I got a feeling that girl might get her.
Okay, you think K. Scott has a good chance to get Claressa Shields?
I think she gonna get her, man.
Okay, but what are you seeing that makes you feel K. Scott?
Because Clarissa's not taking this serious. She's not focused.
Okay.
She's worried about them generic bobbleheads and everything else. Tattoos. She's not taking it serious.
Right. I can understand because she seems to be all over the place. Like
exactly, man. That's why I think she's gonna get it.
She's still doing the line. But I'm gonna tell you, just when I watch K. Scott, I just look, man. I like her, I respect her. I just don't think. Unless, like I said, unless the stars just line, they say the sun something shines on a dog's ass every now and then. Maybe the stars just line up for K. Scott, and she lands a shot from the gods.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
But I just have a tough time. I just have a tough time seeing that happening, man. Claressa, no matter how frustrated I get with her attitude, she's been whipping ass for a long time. But if she's not focused. They keep talking about the Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas moment,
That's
you know?
What I'm watching. She's not focused. She's not really training, man.
Well, I mean,
she's not really training.
I'll tell you what, I think she beats her. But
I don't even think she's going to make the weight.
You don't think Claressa going to make 160?
Nope.
Okay. So you don't think you think she's just totally taking this training camp as a joke?
As a joke.
Okay.
I'm watching her every day, man. I watch her every day like you do. I don't see nothing, man. I don't see her focusing on boxing, man.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree.
They stay off of social media.
But that's
they don't have a way.
That's Claressa's.
Like that.
Yeah, but that's Claressa's bread and butter. You know, when she's not fighting, she's unemployed.
She's more focused about the little bit of coins she making.
Well. In the fight. Right. Well, I tell you what, on social media, I can only imagine. I think Claressa probably is making. She may be having $10,000 months minimum. So I mean, that $10,000 a month because when she's not fighting, she's unemployed. She doesn't have any various streams.
I understand.
But let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go through that.
Yeah, but let me finish. Yeah, but let me finish what I'm saying, man. She doesn't have various streams of revenue. You know, so even in training camp. I think because of the money that she spent, because you remember there was a time she was buying the jewelry, buying the clothes, buying the luggage. Right now, that shit done slowed up. So even in training camp, she need to keep putting out videos and content. You know what I'm saying? So she can get that check at the end of the month. Now, once Claressa fights and she gets paid in August, you watch. I think she may do even more videos, or she may ease up, or you're going to see the shopping spree shit start again. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the shopping spree stuff start again. Watch. It's a pattern. It's a pattern.
If she gets that money, but I don't think she's going to make that much money to do that. I really don't.
You don't think she got, man? I don't know. I don't know. I think Claressa's making maybe $1 million, a little bit more fight. $2 million. I don't know about that.
Remember that Baumgartner won her case.
Okay, I keep hearing people say that.
Yeah,
but how do y'all know that?
What was I watching?
There's a lot of people saying that.
It's secret to the public. They don't want the public to know nothing about what how much money it was involved in all this. But they said one of the commentators said they had a cousin that worked somewhere that heard that Bud won his case and Baumgartner won her case. So a content creator said they had a cousin who heard that Bud won his case and Baumgartner won her case. Yeah, they got some ties to the courts.
They got some secret squirrel shit going on there, man. You know, hey man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but I know she's gonna win her case. I don't know about Bud. Well, she did call Bud a rapist, so he got a legitimate case.
Yeah, that's not cool to call a man that shit. You know, we're men. You know, you can't be saying that kind of crazy shit about a man. You know, you just can't do that. But what I will tell you is I listen, man. I'm not an emotional listener. I listen to what people say, and I mull over it, and then I process it. Right? Check this out. Claressa said something during that interview on that radio show the other day. I don't know if y'all caught it. She was like, yeah, I don't regret slapping Alicia. I'm paraphrasing now. I don't regret slapping her. Normally, I don't act like that, but you can disrespect me on social media, but you're not going to disrespect me in my face. So I did what I did. But look, it's over now. I've moved on. I'm done with it. You know, and hopefully they're done with it. We all, like, it's over. But when she said that, that's when my spidey senses started tingling. I said, hold on. What does she mean? It's over now. I'm done with it. Hopefully they're done with it. Well, I was like, what? Why would she say that? So that made me believe maybe there's something that has happened. Maybe there's been some kind of conclusion to it. But remember, the reason why I'm like, I don't know about that is because Baumgartner said, oh, y'all gonna see, just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the last laugh. And then, you know, radio silence. So I do believe something may have happened because of what Claressa said. You know, she talked too much.
Yeah.
She talked too much.
She lets everything out.
Yeah, but maybe they settled, maybe they had the teams come together and communicate and say, look, we just want this to go away. Let's just stop this here. We'll give you this. Just leave it alone. I don't know. But I just think that'd be a world record if the shit went to court and they battled it out and it was resolved already. That would be a world record unless some people behind the scenes got together and said, look, what do we need to do to make this shit stop and go away? Because Claressa's in a lose-lose situation. Her slapping Alicia Baumgartner, that's a lose-lose situation to do it in front of the world. That shit was dumb. It was stupid. And if the lawsuit is still ongoing, Baumgartner sitting back licking her chops because Claressa is going to incur some kind of penalty, whether it's financial or whatever. It's going to be something. It ain't going to be nice. But I did catch. I did catch when she said that, and I was like, "What does she mean by that?"
I heard that too. I heard it.
So yeah, so that's just how I see it. What do you think about that slap, man? You think that these women out here shouldn't be running their mouth, or they shouldn't be hitting? What did you think about? What did you think about it?
All boxers talk stuff. I don't think Alicia did nothing wrong. First of all, Alicia was minding her own business. She wasn't even supposed to be in that area. So she was wrong all the way around, man.
Yeah, I think she was wrong.
She went looking for trouble.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know why the hell they invited her there.
In the first place.
And I'll be honest with you. It's like, who's making the decisions? It's not even that it's anything personal against Claressa. It's like, we don't need any crap here. But they had her in a section that was for Netflix, for MVP people, not most valuable promotion, but for like people who are guests or invited. She was supposed to be over there in that area. And my understanding from some people who talked to me, she just slowly but surely kept inching closer and closer. And Alicia was watching this. Claressa getting closer and closer till eventually she was over there in her area. Now, I get people who I talk to, like, I'm not giving you bullshit. The people who I talk to is, I would never say who it is, but these are people who know firsthand.
I know. I watch you every day, man.
Yeah, so when they're telling me this, I'm like, I don't even question it. And I'm like, no kidding. That's why when people are saying she hit her arm, I'm like, no, she slapped her. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, I know that for a fact. I know what I've seen, and I know what I just know. She hit that girl in the face. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Some people say, like Andre said, she barely.
Nah, she slapped
her. She hit all face.
She slapped her in the face. Yep. All right, man. What else you got?
There was something else I wanted to say. You made me forget. If I remember, I'll call back.
Okay, that sounds good, man.
All right, buddy. Nice talking to you.
All right.
Thank you, man.
All right, take care, man. All right, bye. All right, man. 929-839-0679. Y'all call in. I want to hear from y'all. So with everything going on with Claressa Shields, man, do you think, like, deep down, she trying to sell this merch? Everybody out here feel like, she may not have the money she says she has. Do you think Claressa may be feeling some pressure? Because she got to get out there and perform, and she's got to have numbers. She got to make sure she retains that crowd on fight night. Now you got the baddies out here. Zeus, whether she sees it this way or not, she's in competition with Zeus. She's in competition with those baddies girls. She's in competition with the entertainment piece, the spectacle, Ray J and Orlando Brown. She's in direct competition with them. Although they seem to be kind of working together, she's in direct competition. Because if for some reason the whole crowd is out there in hype and over the undercard, and when it comes to her part, if she don't retain that crowd, it's going to be all bad. In addition, you got Hannah Gabriels out here putting pressure on her, all the content creators putting pressure on her. And I just think Claressa is going to sit there, and she could be distracted. But she's going to sit there and got to think about what she's doing. That's got to be a lot to try to digest and process, but nobody feels bad for it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. Everybody's out here like, nah, you dished it out. You went at Layla, you went at Hannah, you went at Shadesha, you went at Franchon. And the thing is this, you didn't just go at strangers. You went at people who, some were just really trying to help you. And then you went at, just innocent fans and everything else. So yeah, she kind of created her own situation. But it's funny for me to hear how many people want that rematch. And how many people are saying, they feel Hannah Gabriels can get the job done. And I think she can. And I do believe Hannah is much better now than she was before. I've seen the videos, man. I see a lot of her personal training and stuff like that. Hannah does not look like the same fighter. I'm just telling y'all that. I'm not saying it to hype nothing up. If I didn't feel that way, I wouldn't say it. Even I saw it, I was like, who the hell? I was like, what happened here? I thought you weren't training. Hannah Gabriels has been in the lab putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But you better be careful that Claressa don't make no Hannah Gabriels doll with them pins and start poking that doll. She could be in trouble, man. Let me finish putting this up here. But 929-839-0679. I want to hear from you all, man. Y'all call in and tell me what you think. Now, this thing about Tasiki, y'all gotta help me understand this thing about Tasiki, man. Now, y'all know I don't follow all this stuff. Tasiki does not like Claressa Shields. Now, Tasiki, who isn't she? Somebody's sister? Go ahead, call her.
Hey, sir.
Yo, what's up?
I'm standing on. I really think Claressa's true road to redemption, get her back to herself, is to fight Hannah. I said it on one of your other calls. I really do feel like she needs to fight Hannah. She owe her that. She really does. And that will make her look better in the sight of everybody else. She worried about how people see her. If she fight Hannah, at least we will know. Because first of all, she's coming down in weight anyway. So her coming down in weight and trying to make Hannah go up to a weight that's not comfortable for Hannah, that's out the door now. Because she's coming down in weight to fight somebody that she knows, I'm saying allegedly, she can beat. I agree with the other caller. I don't feel like Claressa has been training the way that she's supposed to train these last couple of fights, because she's securing who she's fighting. Hannah is a threat. And I really feel like she needs to go ahead and give her that fight.
Yeah, Hannah is a threat. Look, man, I seen sparring with Hannah. I get a lot of stuff that she sends me personally, right? And I'm watching it. If Hannah and Claressa fight, that ain't going to be no boxing, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. That shit's going to be a fight, a mashup, crash up. Mickey Ward, Arturo Gotti. They're going to go at it. And if the chin ain't there, she gonna be in trouble. Because Claressa got the speed. Claressa can fight, but Hannah can fight, and she got the chin. She has nothing to lose. And that could be why Claressa's out here putting duck sauce on the fried rice. Because she like, shit, I know what I felt when I fought this woman. Yes, she wasn't as experienced. She didn't quite have the confidence. But somebody who wasn't as experienced and didn't quite have the confidence to put the bing bings on a two-time gold medalist like Claressa Shields, who really never ever lost a fight. That one in the amateurs, she ain't lose that shit to Savannah Marshall. So Claressa's someone, ever since she put on boxing gloves, from amateur to a pro, she never lost a fight. And Hannah went in there feeling a bit inadequate, and she touched up Claressa. Did Claressa win? Yes, she won. But if Hannah had more confidence and a bit more experience, Hannah would have she would have got Claressa up out of there. So right now, although Hannah's older, she hasn't been in the ring, she's kind of been out of sight. She's still been in the ring getting busy. And I know for a fact this will be all bad for Claressa right now, because Claressa isn't focused. She's all out here with papoose and everything else she got going on with dolls and win records and baddies and people talking about her tax records and this and that. And she got so much chaos around her, man, that if she fought Hannah, Claressa would be teed up for Hannah to hit a grand slam. And I know in Costa Rica they like baseball. She will hit a grand slam. And for that reason, I don't think Claressa gonna fight her, because she's gonna put duck sauce on that arroz con pollo and shit.
Well, then she don't want no money, because that's gonna be a fight that everybody's gonna want to see, and everybody's gonna make money off that fight.
That is a pay-per-view fight. I think that's a pay-per-view fight. That's a big money fight for Claressa.
And it's time for her to be put to the test. She has not, and I've been watching Claressa for a minute. Yes, she can fight. Yes, she can get busy. Yes, she can hit hard. You understand? I love to see her fight when she's fighting. You understand? But when you could just tell the difference from before and now. It's a big difference. And she needs to be tested. That's her test. First of all, that's her road to redemption right there. At least let us know you have some kind of humanity, because you ran around with this lie about Hannah for a long time. And then, like the other caller just said, she makes excuses. You know, now that she coming down in weight and we push on her to fight Hannah, I guarantee you she'll have somebody else lined up so she doesn't have to fight Hannah.
Yep.
That's how she plays.
Yeah, I think they already got it planned out. But right now the streets are talking, and Hannah Gabriel's name is popping again. But this is my thing when somebody's like, "Well, she already beat her once, she beat her twice." I'll say this: let's say a guy is drunk, driving, and he hits your car, your brand new car. You're gonna be pissed off, but you probably come out and be like, "Yo, what the F?" You realize he's drunk. Hey, are you okay? And you're upset. But if he comes out and he hits your car and your child is in the car and he or she is drunk, you probably ain't talking to that dude. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your child get hurt. You're going to try to get at him and hurt him. So I'm saying that to draw a comparison to Hannah Gabriel fighting Claressa. That first fight was kind of just like, okay, a drunk driver hitting my car. Yeah, that's my brand new car. I don't like it. But now it's more like, yo, the drunk driver hit my car. My child was in it and you injured my child. Now it's different. The energy's different. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I think Claressa gonna run into. Because, you know, I listen to Hannah.
You don't run into that.
Yes.
You messed up my money.
Messed up my money, my future, my child's future.
Anything that I had planned for my child or my family or anything. This little lie that you kept running around with, because Claressa could have fought her. She could have. And she got enough pull, and there wasn't enough people lined up to fight her, to where if Claressa would have said, yes, I want to fight her for real, not no wishy-washy mess that she be doing, but for real, that fight would have happened.
Yeah, well,
I truly believe it.
Yeah, she did try to make the fight with Hannah, but it was some bullshit negotiations.
Like she was trying.
Yeah, it was some BS negotiations. Wanted her in a short period of time to come all the way up to heavyweight. Hannah was walking around 160, less than 160. For her to just eat a bunch of goddamn food, turkey wings or salmon that Claressa be cooking, to just put on weight and go fight. Hannah wasn't going to do that because they were just trying to cherry pick her name. That's all. They were like, okay, we get her the rematch, we beat her. We know that she's not really a heavyweight, but if we can, we know she may be a little bit desperate. We can just kind of dangle this carrot in front of her. Maybe she'll take it. So they went on a fishing expedition hoping to hook her. But she was far from slow. She said, I see what y'all trying to do. There are other fighters where they try to do that, where I think, what's her name? Perkins was another one. They wanted to play around with the money and wanted the fight to be, I think, in Costa Rica, but Hannah would have had to pay the person. It was some bullshit. But don't listen to these people, man, because they don't give the whole story. Hannah gives the whole story,
Right.
And I know a lot. And she's talked about a lot of other channels, but I know a lot of stuff that hasn't been discussed. And I'm telling you, Hannah ain't lying. She ain't lying. And I'm not just saying that because I know her. No, she's not lying, because I was like, well, I hear you, but I don't believe nothing. Let me see what you got. Because that's just how I am. And when I read through all of them, I'm like, yo, you ain't lying. I'm like, Claressa went out here and just destroyed this woman's image. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
But I mean, not for nothing. If you spiritual person or anything, like I'm a very spiritual person. What you give out is what you get back. So you destroyed this lady's reputation in a sort of kind of way. You did, and now look what's happening to you. You understand? Now, just like I don't believe that K. Scott could beat Claressa. I really don't. But as much dirt as you have put out into the universe, as much dirt you have put out into this world, on this internet, the lies that you have been telling, the lies you've been telling about yourself and everything else, all of that come back to you. And it will be just a fluke for K. Scott to get in there and whip on her tail because she's taking advantage of the fact that she thinks she could really beat her.
Right. Do you
sleeping on her?
Yeah, I agree. She knows what she should be able to get away with. But if she's underestimating her, especially someone who's hungry, like K. Scott. K. Scott said something. She's like, I know nobody expects me to win, but she was trying to persuade us that, hey, I have all these amateur fights and I've been in boxing this long. But you can tell with K. Scott, she wasn't deflated. She was more like, all right, now y'all want to back me into the corner? I'm gonna prove all y'all wrong. And those are sometimes, man, the most dangerous opponents. People who have nothing to lose.
Yep.
Nothing to lose. She coming out there, she letting them hands go. Aussie, oi, all up in Claressa's mouth. And I'm just telling you, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting, but I watched some of her fights, and I'm gonna keep it honest. She's not fast enough. She's not fast enough for Claressa. She gotta get that speed up. Anybody that fight Claressa gotta have speed, and you gotta be able to hit hard.
Yeah, move your damn head. You gotta be able to move your head.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of dog in you, some kind of demon in you. Hannah, she has that.
Yeah. Hannah is a demon.
Has that.
You see, there's it's like, you ever hear about the good angel and bad angel? So let's just say you got the good demon and the bad demon. Because Hannah got some demon in her ass. Hannah's the good demon. Claressa's the bad demon. And when they get inside, when they come together, I think, like you said, everything that Claressa has done to Hannah, all of her karma is gonna come back on her in that ring. And Claressa, you for those who think Clarissa's taking this training camp lightly, she would not. If she musters up the courage to get in there and do a rematch with Hannah Gabriels, Claressa is not going to play around that training camp. I bet you she won't be. I bet you she won't be on social media. I bet you she won't be on social media. I bet you she won't.
She won't be on social media. She won't have time to play.
She'll be in big
bed. She will not have time to play with us going to fight Hannah.
No, she'll be up in them high altitude climbers training, running up them hills.
You gave her enough time. You gave her enough time to perfect and even add on to whatever gifts that she had. Whatever gift she had to knock you on your behind before, oh, she already added on to that. So however you training for whatever you saw the last time. You ain't see her these last couple of years.
She different.
And she didn't have months. She had years to really not like you and train to fight you.
Yeah. That's like you have the girl who was the prom queen, 10 years ago, and not everybody damn near going on 30, and then you see her, and then she see you, and now everything that she thought she was back in high school as the prom queen, and now you done sat there and got your shit together, and you're like, hold on, that ain't the same person I was in school with. You done grew up, your body done matured, you're out here looking sexy, and the prom queen out here looking like Flavor goddamn Flav. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think Claressa gonna run into. She gonna realize, shit, I don't deserve to wear this crown.
Into a grown woman.
Yep, that's
just how she gonna run into a grown woman, because really age is really, that's a number, especially when you take care of your body. You understand? When you take care of your body and you keep it going, keep it moving, and you hear, yeah, she ain't been fighting for real in years, but she's been building, adding on, working out. That age is nothing but a number. You about to get in a ring with a whole grown woman that's gonna son you. She gonna little girl you in that ring.
Yep, and this person, Hannah Gabriels, she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke. Claressa is a dipsomaniac. That girl always
She
sipping.
ain't taking in no bad energy.
Nothing. Claressa is smoking on the hookah. She eating whatever she want, and she drinking. So Claressa can say what she want. This ain't Hood Champion making nothing up. This is what you do. And now you're going up here, right, against someone who's an elite athlete who's been competing since they've been 5 years old, who's lived a healthy lifestyle. I don't care how young you are. If you've been destroying your body, I don't think you can continue performing at an optimal level, although you may be 10 years younger than someone else. That's just not how it works. So that's another interesting element to all this. The fact that Claressa has been eating a lot of greasy foods, consuming alcohol, and just and smoking. And I'm not making that up. This is what she's got these videos of her doing this shit.
Yeah. And not for nothing, she could throw a number out there, but I guarantee you, Hood, whatever number she threw out there, if Hannah had to meet that number in order to fight, all she had to do was just set up a GoFundMe, and I promise you, she'd get millions.
Yeah. This right here.
Want her to fight her so bad.
This kind of sounded like Canelo David Benavidez, but the difference is David Benavidez and Canelo never fought. Canelo did fight Hannah, but David Benavidez was like, look, I think it was like 10%. You take 90, I'll take 10. David Benavidez didn't care. He just wanted to fight Canelo, and Canelo never get that man to fight. With Hannah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting them David Benavidez vibes off of her. She like, all right, Claressa, big Gwoat, you big Claressa Canelo Shields. I hear you. Whatever you offer me, I'm taking it. I just want to prove that I'm better than you. I can whip your ass. And let's see what Claressa does. Because Claressa has pride. She got pride now.
She needs a crack in the door. That's what she needs, is a crack in the door.
Just once she identifies the aperture, she's stepping through that shit. But let's see, Big Gwoat got pride. Let's see what Big Gwoat gonna do. Let's see what she gonna do. I bet you she'll just say, yep, oh, she just a drug cheat. She just this. She don't want, I already beat her once. That's what she gonna say. Okay. He fought Franchon how many times? And I like Franchon, but why not give Hannah another opportunity? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? You've been sparring K. Scott forever. Y'all know each other. So what are we doing here? You know, so she need to hold her horses and stop taking to the stupid and just fight Hannah. Go ahead and fight Hannah. That's how I see it.
Both of them will come out on top, Hood.
Yeah, of course.
Both of them will come out on top. We will look at Claressa different if she was to fight Hannah. We will look at her a little bit better. I know I would.
Yeah.
If she honestly gave Hannah that fight, I would look at her so much differently than what I do right now.
It will elevate each other 100%.
It will literally elevate both of them.
And you know what?
They will be.
You know what? What you this right here? Now the Shadesha and Claressa, that to me could have been the trilogy, the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. But let's be real. Shadesha, she's she's taking things one day at a time. The Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor trilogy could be Big Gwoat against Hannah Gabriels. They had the first one. Everyone is kind of like who won. It some feel Hannah won, some feel Claressa won. Have the rematch now. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Big Gwoat, her bullshit. Whether you think Hannah's innocent or not, have the rematch. And I think and who knows what way it goes. That could set up the third fight, especially if Hannah beats her. Then you got the trilogy. So now Claressa has a trilogy. Even Layla Ali told her, establish a rivalry and then and your brand. You need to have a rivalry. So you saw what happened with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They had a rivalry. They elevated each other in the sport. Claressa and Hannah Gabriels can not only elevate themselves, but they can really elevate the sport of women's boxing. Because outside of them, I mean, Alicia Baumgartner and Caroline DeBar, but they ain't fighting no time soon. So I think this is an opportunity for Claressa, who says what she wants to do with women's boxing and for the women coming after her, and she's willing to pass the torch. Layla Ali didn't want to pass the torch. Okay. Fight Hannah Gabriels, elevate the sport of boxing.
Torch. To be honest with you, I know I've said it before, but really, in boxing, ain't no passing the torch. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. Hannah won it. Hannah won it. Stop running from her. That's what she got to do is stop running. She's running from her greatness, to be honest with you. And I'm talking about Claressa. She's running from her greatness. I can't call her great until she put herself to the test. She's not putting herself to the test. She's been skating this whole time. She's been coasting, floating. It's time for her to put herself to the test.
Right. No, I agree with you. I think this is the time, and they need to strike while the iron's hot. But but then again, hey, and I ain't trying to be funny, man. Hannah may have to just take whatever they're giving her just to get the opportunity, because next year Claressa is supposed to be having her last fight and having a little Pap Jr. and a family. So that may be
I'm not even feeding no Pap baby.
But that may be another excuse for Claressa to be like, I ain't fighting no Hannah. I offered her this and she didn't want to take it. Now I'm starting my family and having me and Pap having a baby, and it's over. I'm focused on the family
and
now.
She's setting herself up for failure, and she keeps setting herself up for failure. It's time for her to cut this mess out. Like, seriously. And this is grown. This is a mother talking, a grown woman talking now. It's time for her to stop setting. She's setting herself up for failure. She out here. And I sent you the video of Crazy Eddie, for real, so you could see what I was talking about. Come and get it now. The prices are insane. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. And not for nothing, you call everybody broke, so who gonna buy your stuff? You ain't nobody buying that merchandise. If you were halfway decent, she was halfway decent to the people that watch her and actually, truly, are just giving her, how could I put it? We giving her love, to be honest with you. Love don't always feel good. We just don't want to see the girl keep failing like this, falling. She falling, and we watching her.
Right.
You understand? So that's why people talking about her now. We're literally watching someone who could be great fall on her face and talk about being a baby mama. Because Pap ain't talking about marrying her.
Yeah, that's interesting. A baby's mama. When I hear y'all ladies say that, because I don't be thinking about that shit like that. But that's kind of what it would end up being, right?
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. And then you want to talk about the black woman and the black man and all this other stuff. All right. Well, I mean, if he's really talking to you and talking to you about the family, the black family, then y'all need to get married before you have a baby. He needs to get a divorce before he can even get married. So what the old people say, you're shacking.
You think Claressa may look at Hannah and look at some of these other females and be jealous of them not just because you know I don't get into the colorism.
I want to say envious.
Envious because,
I want to say envious.
but why? What is it? What is it?
Envious.
But envy's what? What do you think it is?
Because they have what she wants, and the beauty. Hannah's beautiful. You know, they got their husbands, they have their families, they have their lives.
But what does that matter? Claressa got millions. Claressa famous. She got all the attention. I mean, come on now. I know you a woman, man. Come on now.
Negative attention. When she was doing good, when she was good and wasn't opening her mouth and we didn't hardly know her except that she could beat somebody behind, we loved her.
But what about the money? So the money don't make people happy? Is that what you're telling me?
It don't look like it. I don't have her money, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm happy without that money because happiness comes within.
Right.
That comes from within.
Yep.
Just like love. You
Yep.
got to love yourself.
Yep. You got all that money.
Once you love herself, all that other stuff won't even matter. You know, because when you leave here, that money ain't coming with you. That money is not going nowhere. Matter of fact,
means nothing.
You know, it's going to pay off your estate, going to pay off the rest of your family. They going to take it. They going to cry over it, fight. You got a fighting family, so they going to fight over it and destroy whatever you put together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that money means nothing. That money creates convenience. It don't mean nothing. I told you, I told a story about a friend of mine.
She's a church girl, right? She's a church girl. Those material possessions don't mean nothing.
Nothing. That means nothing.
And she's showing and proving that right now. Showing and proving. And if she was a halfway decent person, somebody will buy her merch. I would literally buy that ugly little emblem that she got on the hat and put it up somewhere. Just because that's Claressa Shields. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the Gwoat. That's Claressa Shields. You know, if she didn't write stupid stuff all over her posters and stuff, you understand, I probably would have got one and put it up somewhere because that's stuff that you want to have. You understand?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even have to say anything. All you gotta do is put it out. All you have to do is show it. To be honest with you, if you were a halfway decent person, if that's who you showed us, you showing us something else. She's showing us her ugly, her nasty. So don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want to eat your food. You know, now your attitude, nobody want to eat no nasty food because I don't care what it looks like. It could look good and it's still nasty because you got a nasty attitude. I don't want that. I don't want that flow going through my body and my bloodstream breaking down inside my body and stuff. I don't want that. Keep that. I'm not going to eat your food if you got a nasty attitude.
Right. No, I'm tracking with you.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy your clothes. I'm not going to buy your merchandise because I don't want that nasty energy around me. I don't want your clothes on me. Nasty energy. Keep that. And then it's double nasty because you got all kinds of nasty people hanging around. And you taking that in. Every which way. I don't want that. You understand? That's how it goes, though.
Right. All right. I'm tracking with you. What else you got? Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm saying that, you know, I'm out getting back in the chat. I didn't say hello to anybody. Hello, Hood.
Okay. All right.
Hello, chat.
We'll talk to you.
All right.
Peace. Yeah. All right. Let me see. I saw the call come through the net. I got you. I think it was this one right here. Calling you back. I'm writing the numbers down as y'all calling if I miss you. And then when I call you, I'll line them off.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Hood?
Chilling, man. What you got?
It's Floyd from STL, man. Hey, look, you're right, brother, about everything I've been listening to. But she gonna have to figure it out, man. SC gonna have to figure it out because she carrying a lot of baggage on her.
Who you talking about? Oh, yeah. Talking about Claressa.
Yeah, I just call her SC. I mean CS.
Oh yeah. Big Gwoat got she got a lot. She got a lot going on, man. She got a lot going on.
But this fight coming up though, I mean, look, I'm keeping, this is my opinion, but I'm skeptical about that fight because I truly believe it's definitely a cherry pick, and even though, sounds like from the understanding that you're getting that the oi lady is, she may not be, she may come in, and won that undisputed because that's a big deal, man. Being undisputed, that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, she's unified, so she has 2 titles.
She's unified then.
Yeah,
the other girl's unified, but I'm talking about Claressa.
Oh, Claressa, yeah. She's a 3-time undisputed, I believe.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, but I guess we'll see about that too. See if if what's her name? Her last name is what's
K. Scott, Hannah Gabriels. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the white lady.
Okay, Scott. Her last name is Scott.
Scott. Hey, look, man, the lady 42 years old. Come on, Hood.
Right.
The lady 42 years old, bro. That's a cherry pick, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, she is 42, but she's also a unified champion, but I do understand. My thing is, the age is not so much of a factor for me. It gets my attention, but it's because you got Hannah's older than her, and I'm rooting for Hannah. But it's the fact that she has 7 fights, 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, no knockouts. No knockouts. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a safe opponent. This is just something to knock the ring rust off and get Claressa comfortable at 160, and maybe look to take on a bigger threat and a Lauren Price, who's at 147, but she's way smaller, but she'll come up to 160. And again, that's another fight where when you look at it, you're just going to start throwing canned tomatoes at the TV because it's like, what are you doing here, Big Gwoat? Yep. That's why we're talking about Hannah Gabriels. We're talking about Sarah Sherrich. We're talking about Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, are you in it, like you say, for the biggest and best fights? I mean, not the other ladies. Now she's in shape. I've seen her, boy. She got some shoulders and some arms on her, and some legs. So she's in good shape.
Yeah, she is. K. Scott is in shape.
Yeah, she's in good shape, man. I was like, dang, 42. She's looking powerful for 42, bro.
Yeah, well, she, her whole thing is, boxing and OnlyFans. So that OnlyFans thing must be paying her some good money.
Yeah.
So she gotta keep herself looking together.
And SCS, she needs some quick money too, man. Because like you said, she got off in that shopping spree, man, doing all that stuff, spending all that money, and woo, you know what I'm saying? Now she out here trying to sell merchandise, her quote merchandise, I'm like, for real. I was cracking up at that, man. When I seen the cap and then seen the little dial with the blue braids, and I'm like, come on, Claressa, now, come on now. Right. But she making her own bed, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%.
She making her own bed, but I was listening to Hannah too. She was on I forget the old boy that always talking about Achilles or whatever, whatever he's saying. But Hannah was for real. Hannah said she want that smoke, man. Claressa gonna be surprised the change in her if she ever try to come that way again. Because Hannah wanted, man. Hannah said, "It's beef here for real." And I said, "Uh-oh." And she wasn't smiling when she was saying that. She had that frown on her face, like, I'm real about this,
Yeah, she's tired, and she's been getting disrespected.
Claressa talking stuff, man, because Claressa, man, Claressa put duck sauce on the fried rice on Hannah, man.
Yeah, well, plus, Franchon, she was trying to be she was trying to be respectful, but she was kind of talking about Hannah and her situation. And then, of course, people start tagging people on Instagram, and Hannah saw it, and Franchon started going off on Hannah. And So when they got, I think when she called into a show, she was already worked up because the stuff that was going on Instagram, it got under her skin, you know. So yeah, but she's ready to fight 100%. I know that for a fact.
Then the thing about Anderson, when she put her arm up, you know, put the muscle up.
Mhm.
Oh, Hannah got some muscle up there now.
She's in shape.
Boy, she in shape. I was like, whoa. So, you know, and she was good then, but if she didn't got better, you know, gotta tighten up her game. Claressa better watch out. Claressa might seen that, and I don't know. Claressa may not want no more Hannah for real.
She may not. She just want to sell these dolls and this merchandise. But yeah, man. But I appreciate you calling in. What else you got, man?
How old is Hannah, by the way?
Let me look that up real
She
quick.
only about a year older than the other young lady.
Yeah, she like 43, 44. Let me look it up real quick. How old is Hannah Gabriels? But she probably like 43 or something. I'm pulling it up right now while I talk to you.
And
but
Hannah, ain't she part Jamaican or something like that?
Well, I know she from Costa Rica, man.
nationality?
She from Costa Rica.
Oh, see, she out there getting the good herbs. You know what I mean? You know, the good leads and stuff like I be hearing you talk about. She getting the real herbs to keep your body right.
Right. She 43 years old. So her and what's her name? They close in age. Her and Kay Scott. Yeah, they're close in age.
I guess we'll see, bro. You know,
Right.
We'll see. But I think Claressa putting duck sauce on the fried rice with Hannah for real.
Okay.
I think Hannah still got something left in the tank.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, brother. You take care, man. It's always good to chat with you for a minute, huh?
Yeah, same here, man. All right, I'll talk to you.
Keep keeping it real, bro.
All right, thank you. All right, bye. Okay, there was what's the other number? I think it was 2. Yeah, right here. Let me call you back. Okay. But if you call,
1 second.
yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. Ask me that same question. I don't remember it.
It's about money. It's all about the money, right? It's not about anything else. It's about the money. Money make you happy, right?
You were asking another question about Hannah being pretty or light skinned or whatever.
Oh, what is it? What is it? With Claressa, why doesn't she like Hannah? What is it? Is it?
It's not about Hannah in particular. Claressa has a problem with colorism.
Envy. What does she envy? What is she envious of?
The color of that lady's skin.
You think it's a light skin thing, a colorism thing?
No, it's very much colorism thing, and I've never seen this shit in my life. And I'm 44 years old. Like I'm a dark skinned woman. I never blame my inadequates on, oh, she's pretty, or they just picked her because she's light skinned. I think that for real, Claressa has a problem with colorism.
Well, she does mention this shit all the time.
No, I honest to God do. And, you know, I don't understand that when you're 30 years old and you haven't really lived in generations of colorism. Like, and maybe I'm slow to it, okay? But I've never blamed. There's been many times when light-skinned women have got positions over my position, and I never once thought it was because they were light-skinned. I thought it was because they were better at their job than I was, right?
Right.
So I truly believe that that's the problem. It should be about the coin. Absolutely. I was about to curse. I'm sorry. Absolutely. It should be about the coin, but Claressa has a problem with colorism. She has a problem with a lot of stuff, and it's just, I think that part of it's from being from Detroit. It's a mindset. Like, and I'm not talking about Detroit people. Not every Detroit person has the mindset of Claressa, but I've seen a lot of that coming from that side where, like, everything that she's ever talked about, even Layla, we'll start at Layla. She thinks she's this, that, and the other. And she's light-skinned. Bam. Colorism. Alicia, she thinks she's cute. Because she's light-skinned. Colorism. It's not about the coin for Claressa. It's about being the best for her. She does not surrender to loss very well. And when people start to pay attention to other people, that's the first go-to for her. So no, it's not about the coin for Claressa. It's about popularity for her. She says she wants to be the greatest at her skill, but she's on the internet. She'd rather be the greatest at the internet. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know what other question that you asked. I told you to remember it.
I did. I know. That's what I asked. Because she was like, she's envious. I was like, that's what does she have to be envious of?
She's envious of the color
Is
of
it
that lady's skin.
having a family, having a child, having a husband?
All those things. All those things. All those things. So that's what I wanted to add to that. All those things. Claressa's messing with the married man. Do you know how long that interview was with Alicia Baumgarten about? And it's so funny because she makes it seem like she just like was attacking Claressa.
That was a while ago.
Like she was just being attacked.
Yeah, that interview was a while ago. I remember seeing it.
Right. And it wasn't like Alicia Baumgarten was not just commenting on Claressa. They asked her a question. And all she did was give solid advice as a real friend, even though Claressa been hating on her. She gave real advice. I wouldn't tie myself. She gave her accolades. She said, oh, Claressa's great at this, that, and the other, but I wouldn't tie myself to a married man. Right. So even when she slapped her, it was ridiculous because it was about a conversation of an interview that somebody asked her. Alicia didn't just give that information out like, yeah, Claressa needs to not dare. No, that was not that. Claressa is really colorism. She has a problem with colorism.
But what?
And I have no clue why, because I'm a beautiful, dark-skinned woman. And I love every part of me. When you love yourself, you don't look at people's colors because there's many shades of black people. Right?
Right.
So that is her go-to when she feels like she's falling short of the of what she thinks she is. That's the immediate thing. It's light skinned. That's why she won't fight Hannah. It's not. She doesn't have a real personal problem with Hannah. Hannah's beautiful though. And she happened to be light skinned. But guess what? If Hannah was dark skinned, she still would be beautiful. Because beautiful doesn't come from your color. It comes from your heart, right?
Yeah. It's an attitude thing. It's a mindset thing. It's a behavior thing.
And I think because the way she was raised, the way that she was raised, the community that she was raised, the strife. But the reality is that no, Claressa, you were an ugly bird when you were a child or younger. You were ugly. And it has nothing to do with the color of your skin, because if you were light-skinned and looked the same way, I would still say you're ugly. Claressa lacks self-esteem. The only thing that she has a self-esteem about is her skill. I'm a million-time Olympic and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Even when she was fighting with Layla Ali, she talked about her being an Olympic and, Layla falling short of that. When Layla was boxing, we didn't have women going to get that title. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I'm tracking with you.
So what does that really what is their real problem with Layla Ali? You say that you salute her dad, he's the best, he's the great, blah 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 blah, but then you dim her lights. Why? Because she didn't because she didn't get a gold medal. We didn't have those things during that time. So you have to really look at the person that's stating that shit. And it's Claressa. She has a problem with colorism. A lot of people do. I guess I'm just in a la world. I live in a place where it's very diverse. There's Mexicans, Africans, blah, 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 blah. But no, Claressa Shields, she has a problem with colorism. And that's why she can't be great. Because she doesn't want to be great in just one thing. She wants us to look at her like she's pretty when she doesn't even feel pretty.
So with a Christmas tree, right? A Christmas tree is a Christmas tree. Absolutely. If you go get a Christmas tree, a pine tree, or whatever it is, you put it in your house, you have a Christmas tree. But once you put the ornamentation on it, it makes the Christmas tree more attractive. Are you telling me that Claressa should be cool with just being a simple Christmas tree instead of all the ornamentation because the beauty is in the tree itself?
Yes.
That analogy
That's
is way
exactly what I'm saying.
that analogy is way left field and shit. But you understand what I'm saying. You're saying like, look, you don't need all the goddamn what's that they put the star
You're
under?
beautiful for your skill.
Yeah, you don't need
We're
that.
all beautiful in different
It's
ways.
what
And
it
really beauty
what it
is in the eye
represents.
of the beholder, right?
Right.
Right. So instead of wanting to be instead of worrying about the color that people are and you think the advantages they have, I don't think that light-skinned women get any advantage over dark-skinned women because in the end, guess what? Guess what color we are? We black. There's many shades of it. So if she believes that because she's dark-skinned that people are rooting for other light-skinned women, it sounds ridiculous to me. Because there's many beautiful shades of black.
Right.
That's something going on with her. Just like there's something going on with her when she acts like Remy, does all these hair colors like Remy, wants to be Remy. It confuses the hell out of me because guess what? If a woman ever took a man from me, you should be happy that you got the man, girl. Why are you comparing us?
Right. Do you really think
you won?
Right. You really think Claressa Shields is ugly?
No, I don't. I think she's beautiful. I think that she's grown into her look.
When she was younger.
I think that her teeth were jacked up. She looked crazier than a bitch.
But
absolutely, I believe that. Guess what? But I will also say I had my ugly stage in life as well.
But
I
what?
had fat stage, ugly stage, all types of stages that women go through.
But was it?
Blame it on the light-skinned woman. It's weird to me.
But what is it? The fact you found her unattractive because she came from poverty and she didn't have?
No, I came from poverty.
Okay.
Huh? And I think I'm the sexiest thing alive, hood.
Oh, okay, meow. Okay. Catwalk.
I think it's the way that she feels about herself. Just like every time somebody says something, she says that she's unbothered. Well, guess what? An unbothered woman, she doesn't get on the internet a million times trying to prove stuff to other people. This is why I don't have a YouTube page, because I have a lot to gain from a YouTube page. But you think that your quality or whoever you are comes from what people think about you. And in the end, it comes from what you think about self. Let me tell you something. I'm old school. We'll go back to Michael Jackson. I watched a video of him one time, and he was giving affirmations. He is the greatest. He's best. This is before he was what he was. He spoke affirmations because he loved himself. I don't think that Claressa loves herself, and I don't think that anybody in her life has ever loved her to show her her worth. She doesn't know her worth. If she knew her worth, she wouldn't be parading around with a married man. The married man ruined her. And yet, every chance she gets, as if he made her. Did Pat get her to the Olympics? Because I'm confused. Did he get her there?
No.
Was he upstairs when she got there?
Yeah, Claressa's the prize.
She's the prize. She don't know her self-worth. So she will continue to parade as she does until she understands that she is great all by herself. And, people will say, oh, no, you're wrong that, because she says she's the greatest, this, that, and the other. She says this to us. But does she think that about self? Yeah, that's another story.
Right. Okay.
She's always trying to prove herself. A person that is secure in who they are. Listen, all these things that the internet said about Claressa, I would have been said, fuck you niggas, and I wouldn't explain nothing else. I am who I am. I'm the greatest. I'm the GOAT. I'm this, that, and the other. I would have stood in it. She's not confident. She doesn't believe in self. And so nothing is about the coin for her until she's parading it as if she's better than. And the only reason why she does that is because the man that she is with has been with better than. Every chance she gets, she throws a shot at Remy. The Ozempic, the breast. Just recently, she said something about a breast reduction. It was a slide to Remy. When you are confident and stand strong in who the fuck you are, you don't compare yourself to any other woman. I'm Antoinette. That's how I work. Okay. Not I'm Net and I'm pretending to be Claressa. I'm Net.
Right.
Like, the real tea is that she has nobody around her that tells her, you're great all by yourself, love bug. And that is why I have sympathy for her at times. Everybody around her comes from a poverty mindset. Listen, you could be broken, you could be poor, and still not think that of yourself, and still not operate in that. You hear me? It's a poverty mindset. So you ask me this, that, and the other. No, Claressa is very much colorism. She had a bad experience. I don't know what light-skinned girl a man picked over her. You hear me? I don't know a light-skinned girl that a man picked over her, but she definitely has a problem with self.
Right. Okay.
And I'm going to stand in that. And, like, there's no judgment. Like, I clown in your chat and all that stuff, but for real, I am a divine feminine. So I know who I am. And when you know you are, I can tell you, she can tell you a million times, I got this many Olympic medals, this, that, and the other. She doesn't believe that about herself, you guys, at all.
If somebody asked, are you from Minnesota or Chicago?
I laugh out loud, Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
But I live in Washington, but yeah, Chicago. And so I guess maybe I was raised differently. But no, it's the fake confidence for me. It's the fake smiles. Another thing is that mental health is real, okay? So I believe that the girl's dealing with mental health issues. And I think that a lot of us do. It's from childhood trauma, you know? And she really needs to heal and love herself. You're looking for a man in the world to love you when you don't love yourself. How does that work? Pap does not care about that woman.
Why do you say that? Is that just through a woman's lens and what your experiences with men? You're seeing something that tells you that he's not all about Claressa?
My experience in life.
Yeah.
Me being, guess what? I was a wife. I had a husband that had a side hoe. Okay? That paraded and everything. And in the end, guess what? The man always still wants the wife. The history, the love, those things don't disappear. It sometimes takes a man to mature, and even women to mature, to say, oh, I was wrong. The way he looks at her, the way he pretends to celebrate her, I ain't no fool. I'm 44 years old. I've been around the block millions of times. And I'm very hoodish. He does not love that woman. He loves what she can do for him, as well as the same thing that his wife said, okay?
Right. All right.
His wife is not lying on him. Guess what? You know why I resonate so much? Because Remy made Pap look good to us.
Right. Yeah, I know we've been talking about that for a while, man.
And it was all a fraud.
Yeah.
But that's what you do when you love somebody. You say, oh, my husband bought me this, knowing damn well you done came out your own bag.
Right. Now I'm tracking.
Because you don't want to embarrass him because you love him.
Right. Yeah, I've been listening to it for a while. Everybody on the channel saying that, so they agree with you. But let me take this.
So I ain't lying, Claressa. I just really wish, this is the truth. She is a great fighter. I never want to take that woman's accolades from her. Right. But she has turned into a demon that I don't know.
Right. All right.
And it's because your man that you claim is an adulteress. And is Remy guilty? Listen, I don't take no slack from Remy. She did what she did. But what I can guarantee is that she did what she did because it had been happening a very long time.
Right.
She loved Pap. Everybody's seen it. We all seen it.
All right.
That love was not fake love.
Yeah. Let me take the next caller, man. But
Okay.
I agree.
I'll let you. I just want to tap into that, like, for real. I just want to tap into that, and I hope Claressa hears me. Love yourself, my love.
Right. Okay.
Love yourself. But anyways, bye, Hood.
All
Love
right.
you.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. She was cooking. She was cooking. What was that number? 219. Let me call you back there. 219. Yeah, I see the calls coming in. I'm writing them. I'm writing down the area codes. Sorry. And once I call you back, I'll line you off. So I'm calling you back. Okay. And look, the phone line's open. 929-839-0679. I'll try to call you back once, and if you don't answer, I hang up and go to the next. Okay. Let's see. All right. So I try to call 219 back. I'm not calling back anymore. Now that's interesting that we're talking about the colorism thing and everything else, man. And I'm just trying to understand, that how someone could just sit there and have an issue with someone because of their complexion, or because of their hair or their eyes, or because they're tall or short, or because they're doing good in school and making a whole lot of money. Maybe because I don't have that. I'm not jealous. I'm not envious. Maybe because I just don't care about a lot. I've never been like that. But I don't understand that. But when it comes to Claressa Shields, when I listen to you guys talk, maybe Claressa doesn't want to fight Hannah because, one, maybe she really believes, hey, she cheated and she may try it again. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm here fighting somebody who may try this again, and this time they may get away with it. And then all of a sudden I'm on an uneven playing field and I lose. You see, maybe that could be Claressa's thought process. Or it could be what y'all are saying. She looking at her like, shit, this pretty light-skinned woman already put the bing-bings on me and dropped me. She from Costa Rica. People like her accent. She hablo de Espanol. You know what I mean? She looks good. And she could be like, I don't want this woman to come out here and overshadow me because, again, Hannah Gabriels is just that Christmas tree that you go and chop down out the woods and put up in your house and make your house look good and smell good. And Claressa's the Christmas tree that you chop down and put in there, but you got to she wants all the ornamentation and everything put on it. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. But I would think that I think it was, okay, yeah. Just call in. Y'all sending me text. That's cool. But call in. 929-839-0679. But I do think that's the fight to make. I was even looking at, because somebody was like, hey, Hood, you don't ever talk about, what's her name? Face Shot Leah. And I'm like, I sent her a message. I didn't ask her to interview. I just told her, you have an opportunity to hit a grand slam here because everyone's talking about you. So I told her she should capitalize. And that's all I said. But Face Shot Leah, I think we've talked about it a couple of times here. But, I mean, what do y'all want me to say? She seems to be interesting. Seems to be a young lady. People out here saying that they think she beats Claressa Shields. I mean, I don't know about that. Go ahead. Yo, hello. Yeah, you gotta mute your TV. Hello. Yeah, mute your TV.
Can you hear me, Hood?
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah, but you gotta mute your TV.
It's muted.
All right, yo.
Good evening, Hood.
How you doing?
Thank you for accepting my call. This is Fam. I never called in before, but I decided I'm going to try to call
okay.
back.
I see you in the chat.
Yes, so I actually wanted to touch on when the nice lady called. I'm gonna call her nice because I'm not gonna be mean about the whole she was dealing with a married man, and I just wanted to give my perspective since I'm 36. I'm not too much older than Claressa, and I had a dealings with a married man when I was younger. I was about 19, and it was a very, very, overwhelming situation I got myself in. When I met the man, I'll try to make it quick. I met the man out and about when I was hanging out in bars. I didn't know he was married. He didn't have a ring on, and he courted me. And I mean, the way he was going after me, I was like, wow, this guy really likes me. Like, he is very persistent.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided, you know what, I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to talk to him. One of my friends was talking to one of his friends, so it kind of worked out. So after about 2 months of
I mean, I'm either on the phone with this man if I'm at work, we're texting, he's at my house unexpectedly, like, he's always around. And when he's at work, he's texting me. So I never thought there was anyone else. Come to find out, after about 2 months, I found out he had a wife. So when I found out he had a wife, I was devastated. I said, no, I'm not dealing with you. I'm good off of you. He didn't like that. He didn't want to hear it. He tried to spin me. Oh, we're not staying together. We're getting a divorce. It's not working out. Mind you, I'm 19. He's 26. I fell for it. I said, okay, we'll see. So after about another couple weeks, not even a month go by, he tells me he's getting arrested. He's going to jail. He's going to jail for a few years. So that's one of the reasons he got married, quote unquote. And I said, seriously? That's the reason why? I don't know. Maybe. So I kind of believed it, and I kind of didn't. So I cut him off. He went to jail. I cut him off. I said, I don't want to deal with you. He did about a little over a year. Right before he came home, we kind of got in contact. And he swore to me he's leaving his wife. They're done. She actually did have someone. So she had someone else. So I'm like, okay, then let's do it. Let's do it. He came home from jail. He was in a halfway house. And I said, when you come home from the halfway house, then we could try to live together. I had my own place at 19. So let's try it. But you got to get a divorce. Let's get the paperwork. Boom. He said, okay, call this lawyer and tell him to send the paperwork to your house. They sent the paperwork to my house. I got the paperwork. I said, I got your paperwork. So, no problem. Come on, fill it out. He came over about a month, a couple of Sundays. He got a pass. Didn't fill it out. Didn't fill it out. I broke up with him. I said, I'm done. I said, I can't do this. I said, I'm not doing with you. Do you know, a week later, I drove past his job hood and the wife was at the job.
Oh, that's crazy. So he was playing you the whole time.
I honestly, it was like, it had to be, because it was like, what is she doing here? Mind you, driving his car.
Yeah, he was having his cake and eating it too.
Exactly. Mind you, I used to bring him food to the job, cook for him, all type of different food. So I pulled up. I'm from Brooklyn originally, especially my mom. Like, I get it from her. I'm like, what up? I rolled down the window. Hey, boo, what you doing? He looking at me like, oh, snap. Right. Yeah, what's up? What's going on over here? So I said, come over here. I need to talk to you. I pull up in the parking lot across from them. Do you know she started walking across the street? What's going on over here? No, you mind your business. Your husband got involved with me. This is between me and him. You mind your business. Don't come over here. So she still decides she wants to still come. Maybe a week before, she told him she won't put hands and feet on me when she see me.
So she knew about you. You didn't know about her.
No, we both knew about each other after a while. We both knew about each other. She said, exact words, your little girlfriend, if she get on the line, put hands and feet on her. I'm petite. I'm only 135 pounds, 5'9". I'm petite. So I said, okay, cool. Listen, say no more, say less. So when I saw her coming across the street, I said, oh, so you coming to put hands and feet on me, or you coming to get in our business? What's up? So I didn't even hesitate. I just popped off on her. I was like, I'm not even waiting for you to hit me. My mother said, don't wait. You can get knocked out. So I ended up getting into a fight with her, beating her up. He tried to break it up. It didn't work out. She done bit me. We literally, broad daylight, afternoon, we in a fist fight. My best friend there trying to break it up had a baby 3 days before. She can't even break up the fight. She going through pain. He can't even break up the fight. After a while, it was like, eventually I'm gonna let the girl go because she done bit me. I left him alone. Fast forward a couple months later, he ended up messing with a girl I used to hang out with, the high school with. They had a baby. She went through hell. During that time, Hood, one of the things I wanted to touch on with the lady, because your caller tried to say, oh, the married thing, so what. So when the other lady called and said, no, so what, she messed with a married man, they all talk like that. Most of them do, but I'm going to say I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Like, I had no business at all. I've never had the conversation with people when I was younger about, oh, you don't deal with married men. So, and I'm not going to say it was my upbringing that forced me to be that way, but it was also, when you don't know, you don't know. You know, you don't know any better. So I didn't know any better. That was my problem. So I had to learn the hard way. Someone tried to rob my house. I used to live alone, Hood, by myself. Someone tried to break into my house 4 times during that period. Eventually, I moved because I was scared. I couldn't have a gun. I wasn't 21. How am I going to protect myself? I had to hide my own house knives because I said, I'd be damned if they come in here and kill me with my knives. I said, we want to make sure. I had alarms on my doors, alarms on my windows. Like, it was no way for me to live in fear like that. And then to worry about, well, who was it? I still don't know to this day who tried to break into my house.
That's
and that
crazy.
I'm 36 now. We're talking 17 years ago. I can still walk past that person. They can still have smoke with me, and I don't even know who it is. You don't know who knows who. I don't know who she knew. Then come to find out a person that lives around the corner from me recognized me because of her and told her where I lived.
That's crazy.
So when I tell you my whole life, that was the first time I went through a depression. I moved back to the Bronx with my mother, and I was going through so much depression. That was the first time I ever was depressed. I didn't want to come out of my room. I was going through so much stuff, and I was so mean and nasty and evil. I hacked into that lady's Facebook. I put her profile picture as me and him. I changed her password, and she never got back in that Facebook. And the reason I had her password is because he gave me her password to her MySpace. Yes, chat, I bring it back to MySpace. And he gave me her password because he needed someone's number in her inbox. And I said, I wonder if this password worked for her Facebook. It was saved email and password. I got in there. I read all these messages talking about me. Because when I beat her up, she went on Facebook, put my name out there. Oh, you gave me a voice. All right, well, you bit me. And you pulled my hair first, so whatever. Like, you got what you deserve. So I saw all the people in by, oh, yeah, fuck her. She messing with a married man. Oh, they hurt my feelings, Hood. They hurt my feelings. But you know what? I deserve that. I had no business messing with that man. So I wanted to call to say, that lady hit it on the nose when she said, your life don't go right. Your life does not, it was so bad. It was so bad. I see it. I see it all in Clarissa's life. Like, I see it. And it's sad she don't. I mean, when I hear Eve Love is blind, I think of her because this lady is blind, But it took me to look back on life, too, to realize that I was young, dumb, and full. I ain't going to say it on YouTube, but you know what I'm,
Yeah.
So I wanted to say that, and I just want to say, well, your last caller hit it on the nose. Shout out to you, Nets Bless, because you hit it on the nose. Claressa has a problem when people don't agree with her. They said she just blocked someone because they said, oh, you messing with a married man, she blocked them. She don't want to hear the truth. Like, everyone's not going to agree with you. That's her problem. She's just mad when people are saying the truth and are not agreeing with her. She expecting people to be like, oh, it's okay, do what you do. No, you're wrong. And that live she just did selling that merch. Yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn.
Right.
And my mother's stomping grounds is Harlem. We love Harlem. I got family in Harlem. Shout out to them. And baby, she remind me of the man and the lady that come in the hair salon and they got the trench coat on and they whip it out. Bam! I got earrings, and my people in the chat from the city know. I got the earrings over here. I got the chain. He pull out the other side. He got watches over there. That's what she gave me today, because it's like she was all over the place. She didn't know her prices. She didn't know her cash app name. You didn't know what to do with people, how to get their information for you to send it to them. You didn't have this plan before you went live. So it gave, let's just do this to get this merch so we can just get this money quick. But your plan was a little too quick. You didn't really talk it over with that lady ahead of time and come up with a solution on how you're going to successfully sell this merch. And the world is watching you.
Right. I know you. Yeah. I know you were young, but what kept you there with this married guy?
I mean, to be honest, in reality, we only probably dealt with each other 6 months, but because he got arrested, he came home in about September. By December, we were done. Before he got arrested, we were only dealing with each other for like almost 3 months. He just talked that talk. Oh gosh, I love mostly guys from like Philly, New York, and Jersey. I just attract them. So he just had that talk, and and another thing is his wife was doing her. She was doing her. It was public. I seen her doing her. So I just really believed him. They wasn't together, that he was going to live up to especially in jail. Oh God, he was writing letters almost every day with the little song. And I mean, we going back to talk about the song at the top, Move, Tom. Like it was that format. So I was just I was in love. And the way he courted me, I mean, the man he would pop up at my house and I didn't even know he was there. He would call me, be like, I see you walking home. I see you driving home. And I was like, where you at? How you see me? And after a while, I was just like, oh, like he really just loved me. He liked me a lot. Like he's always telling me how beautiful I was and how beautiful my smile was. And it was just like, I just had got out of high school too. I mean, I was only 19, just got my first apartment.
The smell, the smell of what? What you were putting on your little herbal essence and all that? What was it about this thing? What you was cocoa butter and that? What you was there rubber dubbing with to have this man talking about your scent?
Well, here's the thing too. Like I was ahead of my game at that age. Like at that age,
you were around older women or something. You were around older women or something.
So, yeah, somewhat. I would. Everybody always told me I was more wiser than my years. So I always liked hanging out with older people, learning from them. I like the way they dress. My sister, I have an older sister who's 9 years older than me. So if I could hang out with her friends, just to sit there and listen and learn. And she's from Brooklyn too, like the fashion, like. So I'm just trying to see. So I just think he liked the fact that I handle business. Like I had my CNA by the time I was like not even the year after high school. So like. Back then, 2008, I'm making $14 an hour. That was good. So I got my own car. I got my own apartment. When I go to the bar, I can buy my own drinks. And I was spicy. Like, you talking to me, you got to have money because I got money. You got money? So he liked that.
Did he have money? He had money?
He had money too. He had a nice little car. He had money. He had braids. I braided hair. He liked that I braided hair. Everybody knew I braided hair. So they all like, oh, she the braider. That's Faye the braider. Like, so it was just, I don't know. And the funny part is, I don't even like guys that are his height. He's 5'8" and I'm 5'9". Like, I don't even like short guys. I like guys that are at least 5'11" and taller. So it was just like, how am I giving him a chance? But it was just the way he made me feel, and like that's the difference. Like I don't know how. Like I don't see it when I see like him and her together. Like I don't know. It has to be the money to me. Like somebody like she just said, it's what he doing. It's what she doing rather. What she could do for him. Because if she was broke, you think he would be with her?
Would you say you were in a Claressa Shields Papoose situation?
Oh hell yeah, just younger. I was just younger. Right hand to God, I have not dealt with anyone married. First of all, I check hands now. I work in a bar. I do real estate and I work in a bar. I see a lot of guys in the bar. If a guy looks okay, the first thing, but after I see okay, and I look at the hand, and then I respect what I see. But then that's another thing. You just because there's no ring don't mean that they're not married because he didn't have a ring on. He didn't have a ring on. Maybe he had a ring on when he wasn't around me, but when he was around me, he didn't. And then when he was coming home, I met his family before he came home. I met his family, his mom, his dad, his siblings. I was hanging out with his sister. She wanted to have her hair like me. She went and got her hair cut by my stylist.
Okay.
She wanted to dress like me. Like I thought I was in there. Like, okay, well, I guess it's not about the wife, it's about me. No.
Were you bragging that this was your man, like Claressa Shields?
I sure was, like an idiot. I was on Facebook posting pictures of us looking stupid. I mean, just dumb. Because you know what? Not only did he mess with somebody that I went to school with and they had a baby, before that, in that time frame, so we broke up around like November. That February, they had like a black and red affair in the area, just a promoter. Mm-hmm. Everybody was going. He was there with his wife. Not even 2 months after we broke up. And do you know he tried to talk to me at the party and buy me a drink?
He was still trying to test. He was testing the waters. That's all that was.
Testing the water. And I told him, be there, old man. At the time, I was being funny. Because he had a receding hairline. After a while, we was like, no, get out of here, old man. Like, you'll never find, bum, 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 a hairline like mine. So he tried, but I wasn't with it. I was like, no, I'm good. You with your wife. Like, I'm not. Then we throwing subliminals on Facebook the next day. Like, the subs. I've been there. It don't feel good. Even when I was with him, it still was problems. Like, it was problems. Me and her got into it at a nightclub one night. I was waiting for her, so I was waiting. I went on her, tapped her on her shoulder, because she was playing on my phone. writing message things about me on Facebook. And at that time, I wasn't dealing with him no more. So I'm like, what's your problem?
Right.
Like, is you cool? Why are you still talking about him? You need to worry about the other girl. Because I knew about him, the girl with high school. I'm like, you need to go worry about her.
Let me ask you a question. When you got a guy who's married and he's coming over there and you guys are hanging out, obviously there's some intimacy and shit there, but were you cooking for the man? Did he complain about his wife not being able to cook or not doing certain things that he found in you? Or
yes.
And that's what it was. Okay, he's like, okay.
Yes, and you know what was one thing too, that he tried to butter me up with lingerie. So he told me she never would wear it. So it was like, ooh, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it because she don't wear it. See, that was the difference. I didn't want to be like her. I wanted to be what she wasn't. I wanted to be better than her. I didn't want to be like her. And mind you, she light skinned and I'm brown skinned. I'm dark skinned. She's light bright. And I didn't care. Got the silky hair, light skin, thick. I didn't care. I didn't want to be like her. I wanted to be like me and better than. Oh, you don't want to wear lingerie? Cool, heard you. Say no more. Let me go find some lingerie and wear for you. Like an idiot. Like an idiot. And do you know, after I got into it with her at that nightclub, all 4 of my tires were slashed 2 days later.
The light-skinned woman did it.
Yep. Well, yeah, she did it. And the crazy part is, it was on like a Tuesday night, and my coworkers all like, let's go have a drink after work. And I'm like, and I'm with 2 Caucasian women, and I go with them out to the bar, and I see his sister there. Now, at this point, we're not cool no more. She picked her side. I picked mine. Whatever. It is what it is. You wanted to be like me anyway. You wanted my hairstyle. You wanted to live with me. You wanted to get your CNA like me. The sister wanted to be like me. So it was like, you could go over there. Okay, cool. The sister tells her that I'm there. I don't know that. I go to leave. I go to get a car. My coworker's like, bye. I'm like, bye. I go to try to pull up. My car moving slow. I'm like, what's up? They like, your tires are flat. And then they go around the other side. They go, all 4 of your tires are flat. Mind you, I drove there. So it's like, wait a minute. Hold up. Who the hell slashed my tires? So as I'm getting up the car tight, like, who slashed my tires? Like, are you serious? Some guy is on like the deck of the bar and was like, yo, I think that shit happened. I thought that was a guy's car because of the rims that I had on the car. It just gave like a guy's car, and it was a Dodge Stratus. So he like, or is it Intrepid? One of them. So he like, I seen Shorty pull up. She came out and she was, I mean, one tire had 8 slashes in its long. She was going to town like, boom. And he was like, I just thought it was some dude in the club, and I'm laughing. I'm like, mind you, I know this guy. He's like, yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was your car. I just know him from the bar. Like, I ain't never hang out with the guy, so he didn't know it was my car. But he like, this shit is crazy. So I'm thinking like, how she know I was here? It's a Tuesday night. I didn't post about it. It has to be his sister. So I go in tight, like, what is this that? You told us where I was at? Slash my title. You slash my title. She's like, what you talking about? I'm like, no, come outside. She's like, what you talking about? So she come outside and she pulls out a knife on me. I'm like, oh, not you pulling out a knife. I said, yeah, that's the knife that probably slashed my tires. What a coincidence. Oh, okay. Cool. So I had to drive the car 5 miles an hour. And I used to get my tires from a place that wasn't far. Thank the Lord, because I just drove it there. They opened at like 9 the next morning. I called the next morning. They said, your car's already done. They knew my car.
Yeah, I'm going to take the next call in a second. Go ahead and wrap up.
Okay. Yeah, but that was it. They fixed it. And that was that. But life was crazy. I just hope that she can realize, like, there's better out there for her. There's better men. I'm 36. I'm not so much older than her. You know, just do better, girl. And stay off the internet with all your craziness. You just gotta chill, okay? And I'm betting on the fight because I think it's rigged. And I'm trying to get me some money after my vacation. Because, you know, we broke, Hood. I need my money. Thank you, Hood. I'm going back to the chat.
All right, you take care. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. That was a fun call. Let me call this person back. Somebody they just called 301. Let me call you back 301. You got to answer. I'll call you back once. That's it. I don't call back more than once. Blue Jay says, I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. I hear that.
Hey, Hood, it's all natural.
What's up with you?
Nothing. I just wanted to piggyback off Annette's blessed call. Her call was everything she said was on point. And some of the things that she said, I had talked to you about too. One being about Alicia Baumgartner giving Claressa her, accolades. She didn't say anything derogatory. She gave her accolades, and she just simply said, she must don't have good people or good friends around her, because why would her friends be letting her do this? Mess with this man. That was true. I believe that Claressa is just not happy with this relationship. He's still married. His wife is in the headlines. Everybody is talking about how beautiful she is. I feel like she is insecure as well. She is. She tries to be like Remy. I mean, just the same exact thing she said. And you was talking to Blue Jay last week, and she said, one of the callers said something about what man would be with. That was me when I asked the question, what grown man would be in a relationship with her, knowing her history of mental illness, of her being great. She's immature. And that night the guy called, and he had the chat, pumping the things that he said about, Pap leveled up. No, Pap didn't level up. He just found somebody on his level. He didn't level up. Talking about Claressa has more money. She's younger. She's popping. She's probably better at this and better at that. But I just don't see that. And I saw a video today on Jada the Boxer, where she said Claressa is used to taking care of her men. And I even heard her admit at times that she would love to have a man who can do some things for her. And that takes me back to those text messages that were leaked, where she was asking Pap for flowers. These are things that she wants from her man without having to ask for them, because she's usually taking care of them. So I thought that was very interesting. She has to ask for attention, beg for attention from him. And so when that guy said, she has money, well, what is it that Pap can do for her? He can't take care of her. He can't pay her bills. He can't do anything for her. That was a money grab. He's using her because of what she can do for him. And you just asked the question, if she didn't have money, do you think Pap would be with her? Absolutely, positively not. Because remember, he told Remy that she was ugly and he wasn't going to sleep with her. So, next, blessed, she was absolutely cooking. She was on point, because some of the things that she said, I had been voicing myself. Like, Claressa is not happy.
You don't think she's happy either, huh?
She's angry.
What are you seeing? Like, we talk every night.
I'm 58 years old.
Okay.
I'm 58 years old. I've seen it. I see it still every day. And I have 3 granddaughters, and that is why I talk to them about these things all the time. I would hate for a man to prey on my young granddaughter, my young vulnerable granddaughter. He preyed on her. It's all in what she could do for him. And that caller that said that, he knows Pap is using her. Oh my God, it's a if he had the opportunity to meet somebody like Claressa Shields with money, he would too. He would too, because she can do something for him. But what can Pap do for her? She makes Pap look good. It wasn't like that with his wife. See, he's been exposed since him and his wife split up. We see his boxers now. You know, he is the same person his wife said he is. He's a purse carrier. He's not doing anything. He can't do anything for her. She's not happy. She wakes up every day. He's still married. His wife is in the news every day, trending on social media. She's been trying to be like her, look like her, like she's tired. She can't keep up. She looks worn out. She's not happy, but she'll never say it. She'll never admit it that she made a mistake. And another thing I find very ironic is that when men voice their opinions about situations like this, nobody says anything. Nobody says they're hating. But as soon as women say something, we're hating. Black women, we're hating. We feel the same way the man feels. We're not hating. We've been trying to tell her all along. His own wife said this to her. I'm not your enemy. His wife said it to her. But she just don't want to listen. She don't want to listen. So I agree with everything she says. All of us been saying it. And she's rude to her followers. She curses people out. People that try to tell her in a nice way. She just reads the negative comments. She doesn't say thank you for that. That's what she does. And I've been saying that for a long time too. She could care less about the positive things people say or the things people say to try to, look out for her. She doesn't want to hear that. She's miserable. She's miserable. She's not having a baby. They're not having a baby. Again, you're ready to be a baby mother, but not a wife? You want a baby? You think the baby is going to keep him? Yeah. That's everything she said is on point. She don't love herself. I said that. She does not love herself. She doesn't realize she is the valuable one. She doesn't know her value. And nobody around her is telling her that. Nobody. I felt bad after I got off live last night.
Why?
Seeing her on that camera trying to sell that merchandise. Like it was just grueling. She was all over the place. Like that's not the way to do it. You're a millionaire. You said you're a millionaire. You should have people to help you with a website. People should be able to go on there. How much is shipping? When would I get my product? You know what I'm saying? Are there taxes attached to the product? Like none of that was. She's just like, oh, send me $60 to my Cash App. She was all over the place. Like nobody's helping her. They're just letting her out there to hang herself. And she's just. I just feel like she's worn out. But Claressa loves to win. She doesn't like to lose, and she's going to keep going. So, yeah, but she's not happy. She's not happy with Pap because she's waking up every day. He's in New York. He's not moving with her. He's not living with her. And that guy, that was another thing. Oh, yeah, she has this, she has that. I mean, is that all? He doesn't even live with her. You know why? Because he doesn't want to live with her because of the way she lives. She's not tidy. Her hygiene is not good. She doesn't take care of herself.
he was with Remy for almost 20 years, right? And it sounds like Remy has her stuff together from being a woman, cleanliness,
Yeah,
cooking,
she's a
her
woman.
house. So he got used to a certain standard. And
Mhm.
it's probably that adjustment. That could be what I'm telling you, me as a man. That
Yeah,
ain't
and
no
that
way
is
in the world.
true.
I'm telling you, I know how I live. I've always been a
Yeah.
very neat, clean person. I was raised that way. So when it come to dealing with women over the years, I pay attention to that shit. And hey, you
Yeah,
ain't getting
you
me.
pay attention.
Hey, you ain't getting me to stay over there. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Because he said absolutely not. They don't live together. He's not staying there. He's coming around when it's time to come around for the money. That's when he shows up. And you also said something the other night as far as just because people have money doesn't mean they have to spend all this money and where they live at. I truly believe that, but she has nothing in her house. She has nothing to reflect the money that she allegedly has. Her place is just not fixed up for a woman. She just doesn't pose any feminine qualities to me, like girly stuff. Like my room is girly, woman. My place is woman, grown woman vibes. And it ain't expensive. It looks like it though, but it's not. It's the way I put my stuff together. She has no interest in any of those things. Nobody has taught her that. And so at 31 years old, she's still not interested. She's not interested. She's unkept. She's unkept. And I too think that she likes Remy. I do.
There's a lot of people who say that. There's a lot of.
I think that she likes the wife. Yeah, I do. 'Cause she acts kind of boyish, butch to me. Yeah, I think that. But try to keep up with his wife because that's what he loved. He still loves her. And that's what Claressa wants. She wants that affection, admiration from him and a baby. Maybe if she looked like his wife, he'll look at her different. He'll love her. That is what she's longing for and has been, but he does not reciprocate that to her. He doesn't show any affection towards her. And so everything that Ness said is true. Like her house just looks like she just moved it, bought some stuff in there, and they just sleep there. She's messy. He don't want that. So to that male caller, I don't care how much you think he leveled up. He didn't level up. He didn't level up. They on the same level. He didn't level up. So Pap, Pap can't get a grown woman. That's why he's with Claressa, because Claressa makes him look like the man. Because she's the child. She's the immature one. And remember she said, whatever Pap says goes. That made me cringe. You know what that reminded me of? A pimp. A pimp.
Now,
or a daddy.
Right. Now, I know you guys are the ladies and stuff, but me as a man, when I hear her say that, right, I took it as her saying she has respect for him, and she trusts him. She trusts his advice. And I thought it was actually. I said, well, that's not a bad thing, if you have somebody.
No, it's not a bad thing, but it's the way she said. Whatever Pap say goes.
But that's why I said.
Whatever Pap say goes.
That's why I say, I see things through the lens of a man. And you guys have seen it through a woman because I didn't take it that way. Like, oh, he just he can sit here and manipulate this woman. I took it as she's really trying to make him happy, and she trusts what he says, and if that's what he says, she's gonna trust him. But again, I've been watching this situation for a while, so I see it kind of like you all.
Yeah.
You know, like shit, girl, you got to open your eyes and
She trusts Pap.
yeah, you got to open your eyes
Whatever
now.
Pap say goes. But ever since she's been with Pap, what has her career done?
Go down.
What has he done for her career? What has he done for her career?
Nothing that I can mention. No celebratory moments that I'm aware of.
No celebratory moments. None. People who have YouTube channels have done better than Pap in the 20-something years he's been trying to rap or make it in the industry. You doing better than him than he's ever done on your YouTube channel. Think about it. You are doing better than him. He still don't have his own nothing. So what can he do for Claressa Shields? Nothing. It's the money. He can't do nothing for her. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's using her. If she did not have the money, he would not be anywhere near her. He ignored those messages when she said, I asked for flowers. You know, you were begging this man for time and flowers. That is important to you. You had to beg him for that. Same thing with her ex. You like a man to do those things for you, but you have to beg for them. That means they don't want to do it. They don't like you like that. But because you said something about it, you know, to keep the argument down, I guess I'll do it. I guess I'll do it. But what else that he can do for her? Nothing. He brings nothing to her. No value to her. None.
So
no value to her.
So who is really chasing after who? It almost sounds like Papoose is holding on to her because without her, he has nothing.
He's holding on to her. She's holding on to him because he's the best thing that she's ever had. Look how much attention she's getting.
Mm-hmm.
She has gotten. He's the most famous thing she's ever been with. She thinks he's just the most famous thing ever. Yeah, she's holding on to him as well.
He's a Will Smith. In her eyes, he's Will Smith.
Yeah. And Billy D, one of them. Right. Yeah, and so, and then she wants this baby. Like, I'm just going to just sit this one and just keep getting my popcorn and waiting for it.
What happens to a woman? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but what happens to a woman where you're 30 years old and you're with a guy and you talk about having children and you want to start a family, then it doesn't work out, then you meet another guy and now he's like, okay, well, I still want to have a child and, you know, it's not quite working. I mean, does that do something to a woman when you set your mind to have a child and then for some reason it doesn't work out with that guy, now you're with another guy and it's like just on your mind? Like, what is it? It almost sounds like she just never let it go.
Yeah.
It's something she personally wants, and it almost seems like it doesn't even matter who the guy is. That's just something she wants.
Yeah, that's just something she wants. That's what she has dreamed about, thought about, vision in her life, where at the age that she wants to have a child. And when she gets with a certain man, she feels like this could be it. This could be him, our family, and it doesn't happen. And she may shut down for a while. You know, she may give it a break, the dating pool a break. But it does something to her. Because here I am, I'm 35 now, almost 40, and I still don't have a kid. You know, time is ticking. So yeah, it bothers a woman who really wants children. It does. But the conversations with him should be, how is the divorce process going? Where are we in the divorce process? instead of going in front of the camera and saying, we're having a baby next year. That's what the conversation with him should be like. Because it's been 2 years and it's going on another year. When is the divorce going to be final? You know, and then Pap said he got all these properties. Why won't he go pick up his clothes and take them to one of his properties from his wife? Pap loves his wife. He loves that woman. He don't want a divorce. He does not want a divorce.
And okay, is it that you feel he still loves her? He doesn't want a divorce because he loves her, or because it's easier for them to just stay legally married as long as they have an understanding of what's going on? Because it's just too much fallout and headache and legal crap and lawyer fees.
Two things can be true. It could be both of them.
Okay.
It's probably easy to stay together, and he loves his wife. I'm sure he loves his wife. Mm-hmm. She is somebody to love. She's a beautiful person. Her attitude, her disposition, the way she treats people. She's not mean. She's not condescending. She's a beautiful woman. He loves her. And he doesn't want to get a divorce. He probably didn't think it would come down to this. But the reality is setting in is that his wife wants a divorce. And who knows? Her mind could change too. Like that lady said, you know, they may come back together. And, you know, I'm not rooting for them to get back together. I could care less either way. You know, that's what the male caller saying. You black women just want him and Remy to get back together. I could care less. It don't bother me. But the point that the points that he was making is that we're jealous because Pap found a young joint that got money. He leveled up. But what can he do for her? Nothing. Carry her purse, open up the doors, drive her around. The same thing that his wife said he can do. He's almost 50 and he doesn't have anything going for himself. He's riding the coat of another woman once again.
You think Claressa...
He's using her.
Yeah. You think Claressa trying to baby trap Papoose?
Absolutely, 100% positively.
But yes. What does that do? If she has a baby for Papoose, even if they go separate ways, what does that do? What does that do?
In her mind, she probably thinking it can do several things. But one is to keep him around, to always have an attachment to him, access to him, having him in her life. Because that's what a child can do. Have a person in your life because you have a child together and you don't even have to be there living together. But that child is a reminder of, I have to deal with this person. You know, and to make Remy jealous. I got a baby by Pap. You know, and like Net said, you know, I mean, you're with the husband. Why are you mad at me? You're with him. Why are you mad at me? I'm not your enemy. So she throws jabs at Remy, says things about her. You know, she's not happy. She can't be happy living in the shadow of his wife every day. She can't be. She's miserable. She's miserable. And I'm 58 years old and I'm keeping it real. She's miserable. That girl is not happy. He has done nothing for her career. Nothing. So she didn't level up.
So all this money she talking about and Pap did this and Pap did that, that's all, to you, you think that's all smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, to me it's smoke and mirrors. And I think she's running out of money. Look at the the purchases she's made that she has been making recently over the past couple of months. You know, the emotional purchases that she's made, trying to keep up with. She's running out of money. That live was an indication of she needs money. This fight, she needs money by any means necessary. She needs the money.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When I first watched it, I didn't think anything of it, and I only saw like a couple minutes. But I was just like, oh, she's selling merch, and she went. I think she was listening to our live. She took the advice. She got some merch. She's trying to sell it, and I was like, okay, cool. But then I really started paying attention to it, and I'm like, okay, why this? It just looked cheap. And I said, well, at least you're doing something. But then I said, if that was me, first, I don't do stuff. I talked last night. I give a lot of my stuff away, like my kids' stuff. I give it away. Even my stuff, I give it away to people who need it. But I just said, why, if she got all these multiples of millions of dollars, 8, 15, 20, why are you selling this bullshit? You know, like so it made me even wonder, like, damn, y'all need, you tell me Big Gwoat need money like that? Or like, what are you doing? Like, it just doesn't it doesn't add up. It does not add up.
And having a baby doesn't mean that he's going to stay with her. But I think at this point, she has shown us time and time again that she is willing to do anything by any means necessary to hold on to this man. Destiny swapping with his wife. Like, she is willing to do any and everything. She wants to be that woman. She wants to be that woman. And it's a dangerous thing.
So you think she sells those products and she gives him the money? Is that what you think?
I'm not saying that. I mean, it looked like they went under the crawl space and was like, oh man, I got all these boxes of merchandise. Let's just go sell. That's what that seemed like. Because I mean, it was not organized. There was no thought process put into it. And she made the comment that I don't want to go through my website, have my such and such, put it on my website because I'm going to have to put each and every
She lazy. She lazy.
Well,
she lazy.
You just don't know how a website runs. Like, if you knew how a website runs, you would just put in the quantity of one item that you have. But more importantly, you're a millionaire. Why won't you put it on your website? Why don't you have a website?
Pay somebody else to pay somebody to do it for you.
Pay somebody to do it. It's like every time you look around and look up, they're trying to cut costs and cut corners with doing something, and it looks so ghetto. It looks so ghetto. Like, you're giving your Cash App out on live for people to purchase something from you with no discussion of what is shipping like. Are there taxes? Like, oh, just send me $60. This is $50, and you get $10 off if you bought a ticket to the fight. I couldn't believe it. Like, why would they let her do that? She doesn't have good people around her. They don't care. And when AB said that, that is the truth. She wasn't shading her. I didn't take that as shade. That was love. That was love. That was looking out for her, sis. You can't have people around you that's letting you do this. Like, no. You're messing with a married man, and you keep saying you're in a relationship. You posted it's y'all anniversary. How? He's married. So yeah, she's so naive. She's so gullible, and he's taking advantage of her, and it's hurtful because she has some issues. She has some psychological issues and traumas that needs to be dealt with. And like I said, if he loved her He would help her. But that's not the version of her he wants. He wants this version of her because this the version he can take advantage of. She might heal and not want him anymore. She might heal and get away from him. That's not the version that he wants. Whatever Pap say goes. That did something to me. That sounds like a pimp. And I even heard that on a video today. He's pimping her. I heard that.
Somebody said that in a talk. One of the content creators.
I heard that on a video today. That said she is the best dummy or some term like that. She is the best dummy or the something like she's watching his wife and her friends. She's dressing like them. Pap is definitely talking to her about Remy. Triangulation swapping, something like that. Yeah. And that's why she does this. She talks about Remy. You know, she throws shots at her. Pap is talking about his wife to her. I have no doubt. He's talking to her, trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, I don't love her. He loves her. He got to do that though. He got to make it seem like he doesn't. We all know how that game goes. That man loves his wife. He not getting no divorce. Because the moment he get a divorce, what does that mean? Oh, now I got to move forward with her. I don't have no more attachments to her. It's time for us to have a family. You know, but she was so much happier with Tony Rich. She looked happier. You know, she was glowing. She looked worn out. She just looked like she's aging now. She's worn out. But she's not happy. She's not happy. She's still taking care of a man. She's still taking care of a man who she thinks is the best thing for her. And he's not. He's not. He's using her so bad.
Right.
So bad.
Okay. But I can tell you're really observing the situation because when you call in and you speak, you're very particular. And you're transitioning from talking point to talking point. So I know you're paying attention closely. So before you get off of here, what is
and
your...
I am. And listen, I don't mean to cut you off before I forget. And I know that you don't like to talk about this, but that colorism thing is a thing with her.
Yeah.
That is a thing with her. Yes.
It seems so. You know, it does seem so. She has mentioned it. And, you know, I do believe there's something there when it comes to that. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna play something real quick. Don't hang up. Just listen to what I'm gonna play. Okay? Because it ties into what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who think they just so pretty and just because they born light skinned that they just all that they can come on people's shit talking shit. Oh, because you think you're pretty. I'm gonna tell you something. One, I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. That's one. And then two, why are you on my stuff if you don't like me? Why? Oh, it's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes. It's mostly a lot of light skinned women who come bothering me. Yeah, I said what I said. I said what I said. They be hating on everything. Oh, she just thinks she's so pretty, but she got a strong jawline. Baby, you see this face. What the hell wrong with you? I'm our ancestors' dream, girls. You fucking crazy? Stop. Yeah, get your funny.
So that ties right into what you're saying. I never really watched this clip. I just pulled it up while we're here, and I'm like, this is the one I think they were talking about. And I never watched the whole thing. I just watched bits and pieces. But yeah, that shit is kind of crazy.
And you notice what she did to come in front of the camera. She made herself up. She got her afro. She got a flower in her head. You know, I'm going to be pretty on camera. Like, she did all of that to come on camera. You know, and just like Nets said, your accolades is one thing. We can't take that away from you. But on the other hand, you're always reminding us how you look. You're always focused on how you look. You have to tell the world every day, I'm this, I'm that, I'm pretty, I'm this. Like, that's because you don't think that you are. So you're trying to drill it in our heads and convince us that you are who you think you are. And I'm sure that it was dark-skinned women saying something to her on that video. But she only pointed out the light-skinned women. She always thinks light-skinned women are mean to her. But she's mean to everyone. Everyone. She doesn't discriminate. She's mean to everyone. Again, and even when they say nice things on her post, like, oh, you shouldn't worry about it, she doesn't acknowledge those people. She always wants to fight. That's it. But that video, of her with that afro on, and, whatever she had on, if you have to do all of that to make yourself look a certain way, then, that's fine. I don't wear makeup. I don't do all of that. I'm natural. But she's not happy with herself. She can't even sit with her natural self without a filter. That right there is the number one telling thing. You can't get from behind the filters. That is not the way you look. That is a shield over your face. That's not you. Your skin complexion has changed. It looks pretty smooth. That's not how you look. So you can't even sit with your own natural self. So yeah, she's not happy with herself. She doesn't love her the way she looks. She doesn't. So, and she always talks how ugly other people are. But she's talking about herself. She's insecure. She doesn't like herself. She's insecure. She's insecure with that man because he knows what he sees. You ever hear him say she's nice looking or she's beautiful? No.
I've heard, but not often.
No. He used to say his wife was, though. Right. My wife is beautiful. You never heard him say that about her. That's what she wants. She wants him to say things. She wants him to pay attention. She wants him to say, baby, you are so beautiful. But he's not, because he don't think that. He already told his wife that she's ugly. So that's what it is. But we see it. We see it. I'm old enough to know. We see it. Yeah. So we just gonna keep on sitting back, and we gonna keep on congregating in here at Knighthood, and that's what we gonna keep doing.
Yeah. No, I enjoy listening to you, and everybody in the chat enjoyed you. They enjoy when you call in.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I enjoy the chat. The ladies, we laugh, we joke. You the best channel on here.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people have been saying that, man. I'm like, well, you know.
You are. You got a very diverse group of people who call in. You can tell by their voices.
Yep.
How old they are, what age range they're in.
Yep, that's true.
And they always say that. They always say, I love your show. Keep doing what you're doing. They listening to you. They may not comment or call, but they listening. Then they decide to call, come out the bushes and call. But you the best on here. You are. And again, you fair. You don't take sides. You fair. You let everybody speak their piece, talk. And you don't form no opinions or anything.
Yeah.
I
listen.
I like coming on here.
Yeah, I just listen. I got an opinion. I got an opinion every now and then. I'll chime in.
Yeah, every now and then.
You know, if something strike a nerve with me, then I'll talk more than usual. But other than that, I'm just filling the gaps in between phone calls, and we just keep the party going. We joke and have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. We can tell when you get irritated too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep a cool head, but some things I'd be like, yeah, come on, man, you know.
Yeah, sometimes, some things you just can't. Sometimes you just be like, all right, let me take the next call.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna get back in the bushes until I fall asleep.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I enjoyed talking to you.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, man. So I didn't miss any phone calls. I feel good about that. With everybody who called, we actually had a conversation. Shay said we're making our rounds. I hear that. I gotta head out in the morning. I got something I gotta do in the morning, man. So I ain't gonna have an extended live like I normally do. I think yesterday I was on here 4.5 hours and shit. But tonight I gotta bounce. I gotta get up kind of early, man, and I got some things to do. So I'm gonna get ready to jump off of here, man. It says I done jumped out of the clouds, but you still love me. Yeah, no, I'm glad everybody's in here. But that being said, man, y'all keep cool, man. Oh shit, I got a call coming in right now, so I'll take it. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. What's up?
Hey, this is your boy from
Flint,
Michigan.
Yeah, what's up with you?
I got this to say. I'm leave it alone. I want this rematch, Hannah Gabriels versus Claressa Shields. I want it, and I want it to be done. I started to say I want it to be done this way in Detroit, but no, I want it to be done down in Costa Rica, her home country. And then I want it, because you know why? She gets beat down there, and it's going to be another rematch. It's going to be a third one, and then bring it back home to Detroit, and then get in front of your home country.
You think the fight will be fair in Costa Rica? Where do you think it'll be fair? Costa Rica or in Detroit? Where do you think the fight will be fair?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I know how the Costa Rican government is. So it's like they about Hannah, and so how they are with Hannah. Some things I know how that's been going on down there. I'm just gonna be straight and realistic. But Detroit, Erica, Claressa Shields, everybody got the hype and all that. So I think it'd be better in Detroit. More fair in Detroit. Yeah, that's what
Detroit, yeah.
Okay. I'm serious. Detroit. Yeah, but the reason I say this is just because of the humbling thing. Because, she go down there, she lose, we can shake it up. In the third match, I'm going to beat this chick, man, she get truly humbled coming back to Detroit. And just be, like I say, and just maybe wake her up. I don't know. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to say this and I'll leave it alone. Just like late, great Judge Mills Lane, let's get it on.
Right. Yeah, it would be good if they made that fight. I'm telling you, I really think. And initially, I felt like, nah, it don't make no sense to have the fight. But when I look at everything right now, I'm like, nah, that's the fight to make because, it was the Shadesha was the fight we were pushing, but she can't. We don't know what's going on there. Well, she's not coming back no time soon. She got to take things one day at a time, and that's the smart thing to do. But when you look at what's out there, it's like, to me, that her team should be talking about it. I don't know if Claressa's team is talking about it or not, but that's the one that makes sense. That's the pay-per-view fight. That's the one where all the hype's behind it. They got the history. Like, I don't see what the problem is, except maybe she putting duck sauce on that fried rice.
Possibility.
Yeah.
Possibility. Yeah, you're right. That's like the brawl for it all, man. Women's boxing. Right there. That's like the pinnacle. The summit. that's going to be, that would set boxing off history. That would really truly set women's boxing off to like just take it to the next level. You know, just like boom. It would do just like what Ali did for boxing when he came on the scene. Yeah, so that's what it would do. It would just take it to a different level. It would just make it. Now it's in there. It's in there. It's here. It's here to stay. That's what I'm saying. That would be it. You're right.
Yeah, I'm tracking with you, man. So how you been? You been all right?
It's like anything. Time will tell. Time will tell.
What's the pulse out there in Flint on Claressa Shields, man, with everything going on now?
Same old same, man. Oh, well, she's got this, and she's her childhood and trauma and all this, and well, you know, you can't blame the Claressa bad. You know, she's still bad to the bone. Can't nobody mess with Claressa. She just got things she going through. You know, she's just trying to get, you know, make something better for herself and all that relationship, Papoose, and he's, you know, he's there. It's like he's the man that can't do no wrong with her. You know, and she's just a woman, you know, trying to make something out of something. You know, trying to get somewhere. So it's like this. That's same old, you know. You can make a million. It's like this. You make a million excuses, but not one of them be good. You know, but that's what's up. That's what's going on. It's because of the state of the economy of the city and everything else that's going on. So they gotta have something inspired. You know, look up to. You know, look up to do. You know, get Flint. You know. What it is, you know, wild, you know, like it used to be back in the heyday of General Motors and all that, you know, when we on the map, but you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like, you know, Detroit, because we live in Detroit. So, but that's what it is. They can't see. It's like a child that can't do wrong, you know. Right. Try to tell somebody something. I got you. Or you cognitive dissonate, all that stuff. Okay. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, man, I appreciate you calling in, man. I haven't heard from you for a while. I'm glad everything's going good with you. Oh, yeah. I've been watching, man. Hey, I've been keeping in contact with Mr. Gabriels and the family, just like you, man. They're good people, so I love them. Hey, she all right. But the rest of them, man, it's a sad state of affairs, man. But like I say, that's the fight that needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Like World War III, boom. three matches, second and third series. Right. All right, man. We're going to talk to you, all right? All right. Peace. Yeah. I saw you call just there, man. There was a safe call that just came in. Maybe that was it right there. 12, yeah, let me call you back. I saw you pop up in there. I'll call you back. If you answer, we keep rolling. If not, I'm gonna jump off.
I accidentally dialed you, bro.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
I'm so sorry, but I want everybody to know that I love y'all to death for real. And Hood, I love you. Thank you so much for a platform for us to express ourselves, especially us that love boxing. Okay.
Yeah. So you didn't call in earlier?
I called it early. It's me, Ned.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, that sounds like that. I didn't want to make an assumption.
No, and listen, I said 9 to 9. Oh yes, this is it. So I answered it, but no, bro. I love everybody, and I just want to say this to my all. I love her to death. Like when you get it, you get it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get it, you get it. And I don't come on here to, like I said, shame Claressa. That's not my. I'm 44. Right. I love black people. I want us all to win. Okay. All right. But the truth is the truth. Yep. We'll talk. And it's not to hurt Claressa. It's to help Claressa. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk later. Okay. I love you. Okay. You done call me back. That's so funny. Love you. Okay. Bye. Bye. Let me see. I don't see, that's it. Them calls be coming in, boy. I'm like, what the hell? But I just saw this one here calling here. Hold on. See, I ain't getting off yet. The phone, you know, if you call in, I'll call you back. There's all these damn calls coming in here right here. Okay, I'm calling back. Yeah, it's crazy. This phone be going off over here, boy. Lord have mercy, this phone be going off.
Hello?
Yeah, Hollywood. What's going on?
Hey, Hood. I just wanted to make this one point before you hang up. That man that just called from Flint was talking about how Flint still supports her, but I don't see how people in Flint can support her because she has done nothing for Flint. Plus, she has no type of philanthropy. Like she doesn't do like
philanthropy.
You know, for philanthropic work. She has none of that on her resume, and I just feel like at least if she was some type of philanthropist, you know, when she was down, those people would be the one holding her up and carrying her. And I feel like that's the one thing. That's one of the things that she's really lacking. She needs to do philanthropy work. She needs to go out and help others. And I remember a long time ago, you had asked me, what do I think? How do I think she can make a comeback? And I told you, if she would get into her philanthropy bag, like helping young girls who have been raped, molested, because that's what she said, you know, that happened to her. If she would get into that, try to help some of those people. I mean, there's so many things that she could get into with helping people. She could help Flint with the water crisis. You know, even though she may not make a big impact, you know what I'm saying? But at least try, show people that you care, because that's where she come from. I think she forgot where she came from, because even her cousin Shalita is an activist for Flint. And I just wanted to make that point before you hung up. I just feel like she should get into her philanthropy bag. And I was speaking heavily on her getting into her merch bag, but not the way that she's doing it. She's doing it just tacky. You know, it's like she didn't put any type of thought into it. All of that polyester, low vibrational stuff that she trying to, you know, sell. And I told you before, when I go to my union meetings, I get all them water cups and all them t-shirts and all that, stickers and all that stuff for free. So I know what all that stuff is about. It just collects a lot of dust, and I end up throwing it away, giving away. I can't even really give that stuff away if I'm being honest. But that's the point I just wanted to make before you hang up. Thank you for your time. I love your show.
All right, we'll talk to you. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, let me get over here real quick. All right, that being said, man, you know, Hood Champion, I got to roll out of here in the morning. I got some things I need to do, but y'all be cool, man. Appreciate y'all calling in. We'll pick up tomorrow, all right? I got to roll, but yo, I saw somebody send a Cash App. Thank you. Just know it's appreciated, and I appreciate y'all tuning in every night so we can sit here, because you know I don't make the live. You all make the live. You know, we come together and make it fun. So I just want to tell you that I appreciate you all and recognize your efforts, man, because it doesn't go unnoticed, and I definitely appreciate all y'all. But that being said, Hood Champion is up and away, and in the breeze.